Welcome, everyone, to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D live stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time, and Grim Reaper shows up right on time with 5 gifted memberships.
I was just going to say.
You really do have the best timing. I don't know if you've got our latency locked down or what, but you know exactly when we're going live, and we love you for it. We love that you guys are here. Welcome in, new Chaos Crew friends. I recognize a few of those names. Hope you guys have a great time tonight. I know we are gearing up for that. If you enjoy the videos, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss any of these awesome episodes. And feel free to become a member yourself. If Grim didn't gift you a membership, they are only $5 a month. And that gives you a bunch of perks for the live stream, as well as it unlocks our monthly homebrew pamphlets that I've been putting out, which contains quite a few little homebrew awesomeness from our what are you doing?
Sorry, Grim said hit it, and then Caleb said smash it, so I said bop it.
We're just chaosing it up in the chat.
If you guys want to bop it like us, those homebrew pamphlets do take you a long way towards doing it, and I've been putting on a lot of extra effort into this month, so I can't wait to release it. You might even see a few of the things I'm putting in there tonight.
Ooh. So good. They're so good.
Yeah, I put a lot of thought into those stat blocks and the monsters and the games and all the fun stuff. But you know who else puts a lot of thought into things? Our sponsor, Tabletop Beard, who has come in with the Barbarian Beard Oil tonight. They don't do a whole lot of thinking, but they do a whole lot of smashing. If you have raged once and your beard is still not looking great, you raged even harder, your beard's still kind of a little patchy, this is the stuff that'll get you the rest of the way there. It smells like blood orange, yuzu, grapefruit, and bergamot.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's one of my favorites. It really is. It feels good to rage every once in a while. You got to do it. So make sure to follow the link in the description below to tabletopbeard.com and use code CHAOS20 for 20% off of your order. We love our sponsors. They love us. So go give them some love and help support the channel. Thanks. Do also... check out our comment highlight from last session. This one comes from our good friend Havoc. He said, terrain plus paint equals beyond expectations. Wow face. Appreciated the zoom out. Thank you, Havoc. If you're watching in the future, I really appreciate that you enjoy the terrain because we put a lot of effort into it. It's a lot of fun for me to see the scenes come to life, and it makes me happy to see that you guys are enjoying that too. I like to zoom out every once in a while when I remember, so you guys can see the whole scene and not just the close-ups. Do also check out our friends over at Darkeport. They ran a session last night that I didn't get to watch yet. I need to check it out. We were on a flight, so no internet allowed unless we want to crash the plane. I hear there's a lot of that going around lately with Boeing and stuff. Anyway, I guess I think that's it.
To roll.
Roll that beautiful beam first.
Yes.
The turbulent roil subsides as the water spirit is vanquished. The creature's form dissolves into glistening particles within the lock as the echo of thunder ripples through the chamber. Only the water wheel dares to break this new silence as it continues to creak and lurch, carrying its bounty through various channels to far corners of the mines beyond. There is but one path for you, however. On the far side of the lake, an arched opening yawns into an expansive chasm. A walkway clings precariously to its side, inviting you further into the pale halls, while making no secret of the dangers that wait below.
Welcome back, everyone.
Gotta go back.
After that intro and the very dark joke that I made, I didn't mean to make light of any of those recent events. I do want to, send my heart out to the families that are affected by the airplane tragedy. Really,
Okay.
yeah, they want to make light of it. I was mostly just taking a shot at Boeing,
All good.
which is, I think it's a good thing.
What if you combine?
Yeah. Anyway, now that chat has seen the intro, and all of you have seen the intro, we rejoin the four of you as you tread water within this underground lake that you stumbled into after fleeing a horde of Scald Runners. What would you like to do?
Wait, he says, oh, to avoid the Scald Runners.
Yeah.
I thought I don't know why my brain was
They're
just like, they
back.
followed us?
They're coming down the hole.
That stat block says they can run across liquids, not just lava.
I would like to take an opportunity, now that things have calmed down, to ritual cast Find Familiar and get my chimeric rat
What
back.
does your ritual look like?
He sit down and he draws in the sand.
I'm imagining.
Draws a rat and then it pops up.
Is it Betty White from the proposal?
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining.
From the window
That's your
to the wall.
To the wall.
Yeah.
That's your ritual.
Yeah.
That's my ritual, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to check something that we talked about last session. I would like to check the waterfall for a secret passage
Okay.
behind it. Because I'm like, there's always a secret passage.
There's always a secret
that
passage.
one. Always secret
Make
passage.
a
His eyes are
perception
closed.
check, and also how are you checking? Are
Stick
you
my
just
head in there.
sticking your head in there? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look behind it. You know, you can like
Waterboard
water
himself.
coming out. Like water. Perception.
Uh huh.
I think has water breathing.
19.
Okay. With your 19, you press your head and hands behind the waterfall, seeking any gap in the wall that might lead to a secret passage. And as you do, you find none, but you are consoled by the fact that you are now part of the Polar Bear Club after standing under the waterfall
Is
for...
it freezing?
Yeah, it's very cold.
I did cryotherapy today, so I am
Nice.
also part of the Polar Bear Club.
Anyone else?
Do I get my rat?
Yeah, you finish your ritual. You I guess when you do this in the dirt, you're doing it just outside of the water. You kind of clamber out.
Yeah, because, I mean, ritual
Oh.
cast, you have to sit and it takes 10 minutes. So.
Are we on the chasm where there was like the lava we had to get across?
No, you went down a
underneath
well.
that.
You're in that underground
the
lake with
lake.
the water
Where the
wheel.
water wheel was.
That's right, the water wheel.
The brain cells.
It's been a month, guys.
Yeah.
Because you and I are both like,
The brain
okay, there was the
cell.
water part.
I watched
working
the intro
overtime.
again. That's why I know where we are.
Okay, so the water wheel.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Because the rat has 60 feet of blind sight and tremor sense. So I'm going to have it do it once. And it has a... I don't think it has a swim speed, but it can breathe in the water. So
Okay.
I'm going to have it do a once over... Does it have a swim speed? No,
You
but it has a
said it
climb...
did.
No, it has a climb speed.
So you like spawn it on the wall, and you're like, "Don't fall."
Don't
Yeah.
fall. No, I'm gonna have it just kind of do a once around the perimeter to make sure.
Of this chamber.
Yeah, because he's looking for secret entrances, so it's like, while we're waiting,
Okay.
sprint around the room.
We'll say make a perception check, and also make an investigation check. I'll have you do both, since I imagine you're looking through its senses.
So I use whichever's higher of that is what we deemed, right?
Yeah, you might as well.
Okay, the silver one's going to be investigation. Okay, so...
You got advantage on
Do I?
Yeah.
Where does it say that?
it. Right there.
Well, he's
an
looking through
investigation.
the
Yeah.
rat's senses. The rat isn't using
There's a rat with a little magnifying glass.
eye of minute seeing.
Yeah.
seeing.
It's a minute eye.
It does. I mean, if I'm using the rat stats, then it doesn't matter. It's still really high.
Rat stat.
That is 19 perception
Dirty old clock.
and a 19 investigation.
Okay. As the rat sort of rounds the top of this chamber, it does indeed see the hole leading back up the well. The mechanism is now broken, of course, but it can see through to the top of the chamber far in the distance. With your super high perception check, it can see that there are no enemies like obscuring that. There's nothing coming after you down the well.
Sweet.
And from that vantage, it can see on the opposite side of the water wheel, there is indeed a sort of sloped pathway that then leads to a tunnel out into what appears to be some sort of canyon on the other side.
Secret tunnel. And I know Flora has...
She's dying.
She's
for
drowning.
Yeah. Flora forgot to swim.
Woo. Yeah.
I know she has maps that she made with our guide before our guide left, right?
Mhm.
So do we know that that's the path we need to take?
So your guide, if memory serves, did not know this sort of shortcut.
Way.
They just
yeah,
kind of
she
knew.
down the
They mapped
elevator.
out like the lower levels just
Yeah.
beyond, and they made like a sort of crude understanding of what this would be.
Well, yeah, and like I would assume like a direction we need to go in. So
They
like,
basically said you'd be let down into like a underground lake chamber. There would be a canyon and then a bridge.
so the canyon presumably is where. Okay.
We sealed the shaft, right?
No.
I don't believe that you did.
I thought you
But
brought it down.
The rat did just look and it
Okay.
Oh wait.
Oh, yeah, you-
Wait.
yeah.
Is this the room?
erupted Earth.
Yeah, that's right.
Morgan
over
did
top.
that.
Morgan did that.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
is
that
this
was me.
okay? This is the room with obviously the big wheel, but this is the room with the well, and then there was that weird opening up the wall, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Didn't you describe that?
and that's what his
Okay.
creature just saw.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
what the
the
rat
tunnel
saw.
is up on the.
The tunnel was like in the ceiling,
Yeah.
or
We
where you
fell-
came
the
from
well.
is in the ceiling.
Where
but then
we're-
there's another.
There's another tunnel that's like it's on
Above
the
the
edge.
water.
So
It's
like if the wheel was here,
it's on the opposite
it's
side.
over here.
It's on the opposite side of the room.
It was over there.
Over there.
And like if this was the water level, it was like right here or something. It was like above
Yeah.
the water level.
Mhm.
where we came in, where we're leaving.
Yeah.
The intro actually shows it pretty clearly too.
Sorry.
See, I didn't watch the intro. I had it here to listen to what
Yeah, I
the
watched
words
the
were
intro
saying.
like 3 weeks ago.
That's right. That's right. Sorry.
I definitely watched it. I just
7
don't-
times at least.
A massive
No.
storm of
Blizzard,
epic
yeah.
proportion knocked us out.
Yeah.
So, what is everyone doing? I'm actually going to say that Luciana's kind of clambering up the wall and getting sort of on top of that perch where that the tunnel is.
How-
She begins to sort of like clean herself.
How high up is the tunnel? Do we know?
From the water, it would be about 20 feet.
Okay.
Have I already used my wing? I believe I did.
Shit.
What are you waiting for?
I was looking to see if the slippers require attunement. They do.
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, put them on, walk up, and then I toss them down to the next person. They put them on, they walk up.
Walk up where?
Perfect.
Is it high?
20
It's
feet
20
up.
feet up.
Oh,
I could
but
shape-
like falling falls into the water, right?
Well, I could shape the water and like-
Falls into the water.
Is the water below or is there earth below? So if we fall while we're climbing, do we fall into the water?
fall
or do we
into the water.
Okay.
Well,
That's what I thought.
can-
Start climbing up.
I can do shape water and like lift it up to where the level of the water is like higher.
Oh,
So
cool.
we're starting higher up.
Yeah.
Like a water elevator.
Yeah.
literally.
I mean, I could get us like within 5 feet probably.
Sure.
I pick up Jeff and we,
think that's
we head
reasonable.
up there.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Jeff the rat.
All my familiars are gonna be called Jeff.
Yeah. So
For
it
every
says-
battle.
I mean, shape water just says I can like move or change the flow of the water. So if I like move it all to go,
On one side, like a glass being
Yeah, you-
tilted.
Create a mini tide.
yeah.
Yeah. I would say that you're able to get it within 5 feet. You guys can climb out quite easily from there as Luciana kind of looks at you and didn't want to do that before I climbed out?
Well, you didn't want to wait.
That's fair.
You know what?
I don't
I'm
like
gonna say
being
that this
wet.
one's on our DM because he didn't wait. He just said that he's gonna
God
climb
said
it.
you went first.
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
What's a DM?
Yeah.
It's a DM.
Is that short for
He said
direct,
Daddy
direct
Master.
I was about to
message?
say, you'll find out later. I'll wink at it when I slip in there.
Demon mouth? Devil masquerade?
No, Drozdad mechanic, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of
He,
sense.
he
I
hadn't
do not
added
know
it to
why
his
we would-
list yet.
Right.
So it didn't happen.
So is this like a little cave, a little hallway? You said.
Yeah, there's a hallway that sort of
Yeah.
leads out towards what appears to be a sheer drop, but with your high perception check, you can tell that it was like a chasm.
Mhm.
And we're way out from. We're at least 3-4 hours from rest, right?
Yeah, it would be a little bit more than that actually.
Oh,
So we're just
Close to 6 or 8
walking
hours. Yeah.
down a tunnel that leads to a chasm.
yeah.
Right.
I can send Jeff out first.
The itemic thing was ringing too.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
You guys, what was the item that was in there?
It's a
You guys
robe
had-
of useful things.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah.
As the
Yeah, robe
itemic
of useful
telemeter
items.
begins to unfold, it actually sort of unfurls into a bag, velveteen with sort of a white fur lining, almost like Santa's sack. And as you open Santa's sack and reach in, you find a a bit of cloth that feels like it's got a bunch of different patches on it. And as you pull it out, you notice a robe with tons of different, the equivalent of Boy Scout patches in D&D. Some of them have a rope tied in a knot, like expert knot tying, a little lantern that's lit.
A mirror, a pole, a sack, a dagger. Do they have? So it says it gives a list of the things that it has, and then it says in addition the robe has 4d4 other patches, and it says the DM chooses the patches, or they can be determined randomly. Do you want us to just determine that?
Just determine them randomly, and we can do that off stream too. I don't know how much of that's going to come into play.
Some of the stuff's pretty good.
Okay.
Like a window.
I want to wear the robe.
Like a riding horse.
I want to wear the robe like a guy who has like all the watches on the inside of the coat.
Okay.
So you flip it inside out. There's all patches on it.
Yeah, I like sew them on the
Patches of
inside.
Houlihan.
So whenever I'm like, you need some patches? I got plenty.
Rope patch, lantern
10
patch,
extra
nicotine patch, whatever you need.
Yeah. That's what I'm.
Nicotine.
It's canon now that our robe has the patches on the inside.
There's not needs that nicotine patch if you wouldn't mind.
I got 2. So how long is the tunnel until our drop to death?
It's about 15 feet ahead,
And-
and then there's like a sheer drop.
And is there like a?
There's no
Does it
bridge or
open
anything?
up and we can like shimmy along the edge before that?
Are you walking out there?
I'm having the rat do that.
Okay.
With its 60 feet of blind sight and tremor sense.
Using the rat's vision, just outside, you find that you are roughly halfway down a deep canyon, carved by ages of erosion and perhaps the mining operation itself. Jagged cliff walls guide your view to a distant horizon, illuminated only by the meager glow of scarce mithril deposits along the walls. To your left, a narrow pathway clings to the rocky slope, winding steadily downward. So there is, it does like widen, and then literally just to the left, there is like a pathway, just very, very,
You have to do one of these.
what is the pass in Lord of the Rings that they're trying to go through? You know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
It's basically that.
The path to Mordor.
That is technically correct.
Yeah. Well, Sam just did this, and now I have in my head. Yeah. Well, I mean, if there is a path, I'll follow it.
So are we pressing on?
I mean, do you see a different way out?
Right.
I don't. No.
Yeah.
We're not going
Suppose-
back up the well.
Oh, certainly not. No.
Yeah. So I think we have to go this way. And the mold earth I did, I think, is only gonna last for like an hour.
Then we should get
Then
going.
We should go.
Right, quickly.
Those lizard things look like they might make it across the water.
And the mama is definitely gonna come for us.
Seemed more like a daddy to me.
Oh, it's a daddy.
Now, we do not assume
Daddy
any-
monster. That's what DM
We
is.
do not. Daddy monster.
Daddy monster.
We do not assume any of the monsters' genders.
Oh, I'm not assuming. It had a giant dome.
Oh.
Hey.
Dong?
Yes. So, so who's taking point as you continue further?
I will lead because I have a map. I don't think it's helpful, but I'll be like making a map more.
Okay. Make a survival check as you lead on ahead. Just to see.
And I'll have the rat be just like kind of at her side, kind of feeling out with its senses.
Survival or nature?
Survival.
Okay.
You sure? I really would like it to be
It's
nature.
16.
Okay.
Oh no.
Backspace.
I just took a +3. It's fine.
With your survival check, I mean, there's really only one direction to go, but you're able to map out roughly your distance, the amount of ground you're covering over the next couple of hours as you all continue to walk. Even though the terrain is not particularly difficult, your legs feel tight, like you're constantly tensing up, worried about falling into this seemingly bottomless pit just off to your right.
So this is like we're in the Grand Canyon and there's like a little tiny staircase that is going down.
It's gradually sloping down. It's not really doing switchbacks or anything. but it's going in one direction, following the curvature of this large canyon and gradually sloping down.
How large are we talking?
It would be about 100 feet to the other side of the canyon.
Like me to Brett, or like right to left?
From you to Brett.
Okay, right to left.
It's longer right to left.
And the slope is going right to left, or to me and Brett?
Okay.
Caleb's on the same wavelength as me.
The slope is going...
The slope is following the direction of the
Yeah.
canyon.
So like...
So it's clinging to the cliffside. Imagine a
So it's going
canyon.
left to right.
Direction of canyon, like direction of river.
And it's
and-
going down to the bottom of the canyon.
Presumably.
So it's going to be like really like 100 something feet.
Down?
I'm
if
talking
we-
about from one edge of the canyon to the other.
100 something feet. If we were to try to jump across the canyon,
You cannot see the end of the canyon front or
Right.
back. You
Left
can
or
see
right.
the other side 100 feet away.
Okay.
I don't know how
A
else
ca-
to
a
explain
canyon's
this.
It's
to
fine.
you.
It's fine. It doesn't matter.
a
It's
canyon's
fine.
like a river. And so Alex is saying to cross the river, to cross the canyon, it's 100 feet. But as far
So
as how
what
far
we're-
it goes, we don't
So
know.
what we're on right now is going like a bridge, or it's going along the bank of the river?
We're on the bank.
We're
on the bank.
That's what
Yeah.
I was trying
Yeah,
to
look
figure
It
out.
is
the other
following
bank.
the direction of
That's
the
what I was
canyon.
trying to
That's
figure out. And I
100 feet away.
can't tell how far it's going to go.
No.
Correct.
Yeah, down
That's
that
where
way.
I was getting
Is there a
at.
path or anyway? Like,
I mean, what you're walking is basically
Just okay.
a path. It looks well worn. It doesn't look like it was ever like paved at any point, but it certainly appears to have been carved from the
and
mountain
does it
intentionally.
go both ways?
From the exit from the well room that you were in, it only went to the left.
Okay.
God, I'm so painfully visual.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I try so hard.
That's why I
Should,
make the
uh,
intros that you
should-
don't watch.
Should we tie
I did
ourselves?
watch it. It was
I
just
know.
weeks ago.
Should we practice our knots?
Our knots.
Yeah.
Why
Should
would
we tie ourselves up and like tell each other what we like? I
I
don't
mean,
know.
if you want to be tied up, I'd just say
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, Drazad was just comfortable, like, finding out where this cliff or canyon goes. But we could do whatever, you know. We could play, like, board games along the way, I'm sure.
I mean, so in case one of us falls.
Oh, like, tie knots to ourselves,
Yeah,
like,
you had it right the
together.
first time.
Like,
But then if we're tied together and one of us falls, we all fall.
right.
No.
I could, like, wrap my tail around... Okay, if Drazad falls first, you are all coming with me.
I get
Now,
it.
like, if Valoth falls first, we'd be all right.
What if I just wild shaped into something
You are tiny.
that flies and I fly to the other side?
What does it matter?
Yeah.
If
Okay.
we're all roped
We do that too.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I might wild shape into like an eagle or something.
Before you do that,
Yeah.
distinctly, you can easily see there is no pathway on the other side.
Or I could fly
It's like a wall.
along what we're walking
Sure.
to see where it goes.
I mean, you're going to go at the same pace that you're going now, but yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, unless you transform into something that has a really fast fly speed and you start like dashing,
Yeah.
I mean, you're going at a normal pace right now.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Can you hear me?
You're welcome. So, as you all continue to wander, somewhat taken aback at the fact that you have been following this canyon for a couple of hours and still there is no end in sight, no pathway that shoots off from it, only a sort of pale mist that shrouds your vision too far ahead. Your senses become more acute.
Mm. Get some anime eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're cute.
Is that accurate?
A low, gravelly clicking sound echoes through the canyon in a steady meter. Exactly like that. At first, it's hard to ascertain the source of the noise, but then you realize that it resonates from something within Flora's pack.
What?
Is it the fish? Is it the fish? An undead fish?
No, we abandoned the fish long ago.
It resonates with what?
Sounds like it's coming from your pack, basically.
Flora, what do you have?
I'm like,
Does the
hey,
rat
Flora,
kind of like see
Flora, you're
anything in there with
clicking.
its blind sight?
Oh lord.
Do
With
not
its
be rude.
blind sight, I'm gonna say that it can see the contents of the pack. Yes. Are you looking through it?
Yeah.
Make a investigation check.
And
I'm
a
taking
dexterity
my-
check, not the
I'm
fall
taking
off.
my backpack off.
Ah!
Okay.
It's got
As you place it on the ground, you do indeed hear it continuing to click.
Yeah, it's just not clicking on me.
13.
Okay. With your 13, you carefully search for any unseen danger within until you identify a peculiarity. There is no ticking time bomb, no vengeful
I
spirit,
got a baby rust monster in my bag. Or
but it is a surprise. Within the pack, you see the moonstone turtle you've carried for weeks. Its tiny head at the end of its long, slender neck peeking out from its iridescent shell. Its mouth agape, you realize that the turtle actually has no eyes as it continues to emit its rhythmic call, head recoiling with each pulse.
Is it mating?
Flora.
Is this its home?
What is happening to your turtle?
I don't.
Where?
know.
Did you not look this up in the care
It
of
wasn't
monsters
in the
guide or something?
handbook.
Well,
I think I can speak with animals.
wait, actually.
Yeah, I'm gonna speak with animals.
Okay.
I'll ritual cast it. Well,
It's still just.
yeah, I'm not gonna ritual cast. I'll regular cast it, and I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'm gonna ask it. Hey, my guy, what's going on?
Mom. Dad. Mom. Dad.
Mom dead?
Mom. Dad.
Mom, Dad.
Mom, dad.
You
Mom.
can't hear.
Dad.
Well, but she would hear that. What do you say?
Mom.
Where?
Dad.
Just continues to
Can you bring us there?
make a nature check for me. Let's
Go
see.
with those.
I'm one of those.
21.
We got one more.
You
You can roll it.
you would understand pretty easily as Flora, even though
31.
you're not familiar with the species of animal, it is a baby. And so it's not so much that you're not able to communicate with it because it's an animal. It's having trouble communicating because it is a child. It has just learned, and it is based on your high nature roll, it sounds like it recognizes this place and is calling out for its mom and dad.
Maybe this is where the turtles come from.
Right.
Are both of them with you?
They are both there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one's not cooking.
The other one's just chilling.
Which one did you say was?
The moon.
The moonstone
moon
turtle.
one, yeah.
So that was the
Okay, so that means.
advantage on stealth at night.
So.
Oddly, as you continue to sort of focus on this turtle language and further understand what its clicks mean, it feels as though the sounds are growing louder with each cry, nearly doubling in volume every few seconds. A tinge of panic begins to swell as loose rubble is shaken from the canyon wall by the vibrations. Another few seconds and even small boulders begin to move in response. The mithril veins that shimmered dimly before begin to swell with light in concert. The radiance even begins to leak out from some stones in wispy strands, unlike anything you've ever seen. Except you realize you have. Seemingly heeding the call of this young creature, adult moonlight tortoises begin to emerge from their rocky shells, perfectly camouflaged before now. The creatures add their bellows to the song, and the entire canyon floods with waves of intense magical luminance.
Drazad maybe thinks we should get out of here.
Flora's getting really emotional. This is really cool.
This is really strange.
Oh, this is just nature happening
This
around
is
us.
strange.
Oh, I'm gonna take the little turtle and I'm gonna say, "Okay, go be with your family." I'm gonna let him go.
You place the turtle onto the ground, and it sort of continues to click with its family as some of the other tortoises make their way towards it. It looks back to you.
What's it saying?
Mom. Dad. Bye. Bye.
And it begins to sort of like slowly paddle over to the side of the cliff to meet its family, its brethren.
Is there water right there?
There is no
Absolutely not.
water there.
Okay, oh, so when you say paddling, you mean like
Oh, it
Is
is.
the way it walks.
Yeah, kind of shuffling.
I got you.
Yeah.
Every day.
Oh my god.
cool
Did
for
I
it.
make Morgan cry?
Where's the other turtle from?
I think it is in her backpack. As
No,
well.
but I mean, like, should we?
Where are the turtles?
Oh, should we try to find the turtle mom and dad of that turtle?
That turtle
seems
makes
right.
good berries, so I guess
It might be back in like
Yeah.
Zashatan potentially.
yeah.
Oh, we're not going that way.
That's a side quest. Yeah, we should
Yeah.
maybe do that later.
Look, if we fly over Zastan, we just drop.
What are we going to fly over with?
Look, I told you we're gonna get it back.
Add it to your list.
Yeah, well,
You know what?
I need you. Yeah,
Drazad's coming up with a Valoth and odd
Flora's
list.
crying and we're arguing about logistics.
I know. I'm like sitting on the ground, like sobbing,
And the
watching
turtle's
this
just
little
like-
baby turtle go back to his mom and dad. What the
And
fuck?
they're like, Caleb, where's the cup holder?
Add it to the fucking list,
Yeah.
Drazad.
I look at Flora crying. I'm like, "Are you okay? What's wrong?"
I'm so sorry. I did not.
Yeah, because we just hear the turtle clicking.
Yeah.
We're like,
Oh
I
my
guess the
God.
turtle's
Why
going
did you let
home.
the turtle go?
He's going back to his family.
His family, these are.
Yeah. These are his family.
Oh, it's a good thing.
They live on.
If
the
he grew to
rock.
be that size, I don't think we could keep him with us.
He
Maybe-
definitely would not fit in the backpack.
No.
Maybe they can help us
Okay.
get across.
Yeah.
Can you ask them?
Yeah. I'm gonna go like sit on the edge of the thing where the baby turtle just walked away.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna try to like mimic the like clicking
Okay.
and
With your speak with animals,
Yeah.
you're able to do that.
ask if they can help us like cross, I guess.
You know, Drazad was really not aware she was so attached to the turtles.
I had no idea she
Me
still
neither.
had a turtle
you know,
in her backpack.
I wasn't 100%.
Did you ever see her feed it? I never saw her
Well,
feed
the
it.
other one can make the good berries.
Yes, but
so, like,
what's
they
that one-
probably-
what's that one
That
eating?
just makes
Huh?
sense.
Good berries. It's like an endless loop.
Do you
Yeah,
think
but it
it's-
only makes one a day. I
Do you
thought.
think it's
Yeah,
like
it's all-
a
they
human?
probably only need
Yeah.
one
Do you
a
think
day.
it's like a
they
human
each eat
centipede?
half of a good berry?
Yes. It's like a turtle centipede,
Yeah, it's
obviously.
a turtle
Yes.
centipede.
I like to think that we pull out like a fish skeleton as well.
Yeah.
And, like that's what they were eating.
Nibbling on it.
and then eating the fish.
What do you say to them?
I just told you. I'm asking if they can help us cross the chasm.
We cannot help you cross the canyon, but we can make it bright for you.
And then the beat drops.
Todd starts playing music like.
I say, okay, do that then.
A minor losing a sick fucking rave.
Wait, what are they going to do? Are they going to help us across?
They're gonna light it up. Not like fire, like light, so we can see.
But
It might help us.
Drazad... And you see Drazad grab Lightbringer, and he just...
I feel like maybe they can make more light. Did you see the size of
Or
them?
light
Yeah,
the way.
there are a lot
The
of them.
right way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't get lost.
Light them up, turds.
As they continue their song, their
Light 'em
bellow,
up,
you see
turds.
the pulse of the entire chamber growing brighter and brighter. It is nearly daylight. You've been underground for a long time, but you feel like this is as bright as it would be outside. And as you kind of
Lightbringer doesn't look so bright now, does it?
Get wrecked, Drazad.
as you look across the canyon walls and sort of inspect these glowing mithril veins that seem to almost like bleed into the mundane rock as those pulses of light become more vibrant and more intense. You then look across the path in front of you, trying to see ahead if you can ascertain where you're going. That mist is still there, but then something catches your eye. Shadows flitter across the floor and walls nearby like a swarm of insects dancing near an oil lamp. Then, with a sudden clatter of metal, nearly a dozen scrapper automatons begin crawling down the sheer rock face as they pass over the glowing mithril veins. What do you do?
How far up are they?
At this point, they'd be about 100 feet up and not nearly to you.
Are they coming after the turtles?
Are they coming
They
at
look
us?
they look like they're coming after you.
I'm gonna try to loose just a couple of fire bolts to like knock them off the walls and have them fall the whole way down.
Okay, make a couple of attack rolls for me.
How many?
Well, a couple, two. Yeah.
That's a 29 and a 19.
Okay. With both, you are able to strike true. Your first attack skitters off the edge of one of the automatons. As it does definitely take damage, you see some of its plating go flying into the mist below. The other, you strike true and loose one of its legs from the canyon walls as it plummets, colliding with the pathway you're traversing now, and then continuing to roll into the royal below.
They're above us?
They are above and behind. So, like, from where you came and up.
Does it look like the lights from the turtles, like, distracted them?
It looks like the
Like,
lights from the
woke 'em up.
turtles
Attracted them.
maybe not attracted them, but made you aware of them at the very least.
Oh, like they might have always been there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like, you say a bunch, like, so I knocked 2 off.
Yeah, so as you watch those 2 plummet into the chasm below and inspect for a moment to see if they're coming back, you notice that they're not, but as you turn back around, make a perception check for me.
5 more take their places.
Okay.
Got it.
9.
Okay.
You're not sure
Period.
exactly how many there were, but it feels like this is either roughly the same amount or more.
Okay, so it's like that scene in Kung Pao where he's just counting all the...
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
How many you
Okay.
said? How many?
Too many to count.
Oh, great fun.
Yeah. So
There
I
was
mean,
about a dozen before, and he knocked 2 of them. One of them fell off, and when he turned back around, it felt like there were about the same amount of them.
yeah. So I'm gonna keep doing that while we decide to kind of try to buy us time, like
Yeah.
as the ones that are getting closer. I'm just gonna, because Firebolt's a cantrip, so I'm just gonna keep
Okay.
launching those out.
Are all of you continuing on?
So with the turtles lighting up, like they're in the chasm,
They are on the
Along the
walls,
wall.
basically.
the turtles behind us or across from us?
Both.
Yeah.
All over the
It's
They're
where
on
they
the
live.
walls.
They live on the walls.
But
imagine
we
it like
still can't
gemstones.
see in here.
You can't see down, no.
Oh,
When I know we're looking for a bridge, right? That's what the instructions.
not
gave
found a
us.
bridge
Yeah,
yet.
that's what the instructions told us.
What instructions?
The one that the lady.
Oh, the map.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
map lady gave us.
Missed that part. If I like
right there with you.
throw a rock,
Mm-hmm.
can I hear it hit the ground?
Sorry, I was rolling
like
for the rope stuff. I didn't
bottom of
realize
the
I had-
chasm?
Pivotal information.
Make a perception. It's easy enough to find a rock and throw it over. Make a perception check with disadvantage.
The most important information.
Because your hearing is competing with some very loud, sort of guttural music coming from these tortoises.
13?
You never hear it hit the bottom. You do see it part some of the mist as it falls, but you don't see the bottom either.
I am actually gonna is there a moon turtle close to me?
Yeah, there's one relative, the one you spoke to.
It's like a big one.
Yeah, it's a moon tortoise. Mhm.
I'm gonna try to climb up the wall and hide under its shell.
Okay. Make a stealth check for me. It does view you as friendly after you've spoken to it, so
24.
okay.
And if that works, I'm gonna speak in their language and ask them to help us hide from the automatons.
You do feel as though it works, and as you sort of position yourself underneath the tortoise and speak to it, it says, "Your best bet is to run further. They will find you here.
Okay, then I'll ask it where the bridge is. Is there a bridge?
There is a crossing. We will guide you there. Follow the lights."
I love this. Okay, great. Then I'll tell everyone. Okay, we have to run. They're gonna guide us to the bridge. Let's go.
Yeah. So while we're going, I'm gonna keep trying to knock them off
I
while we
was
go.
just
Again, just to slow them down while
running.
we're going. Where we're going.
If they're coming down from
Better
the
than
top,
Bramble.
I'll pull up the rear
Okay.
and try and if they get close and hold actions to attack
Okay.
as they come in.
I'll say that as you guys begin to move, these automatons have closed on you. They're within about 60 feet now. As you continue to move forward and take an action every turn to try and slow them down, they now gain to 30 feet.
Perfect.
They are dashing along the walls.
Oh, so then we just dash and run?
Turn and run.
Yeah.
Well, I have something.
I would like to thunder wave and then turn around and run.
Okay. As a few of the automatons begin to get in range of you, you've waited for this moment. You use Thunderwave to give yourself just a little bit of a boost as you begin to sprint, and you push a few of them off. They clatter and tumble as you hear the tin of their bodies striking the canyon wall side to side.
It should push them like 10 feet away.
Oh, you knocked them off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. So, I don't know if you need me to roll damage.
Nope.
Okay.
Drazad, after he sees Flora knock the last two off, will turn around and he'll holler at the group and say, I do not have a lot of magic yet left, but Pyraxis does. And he'll like reach his hands out and you'll just see a giant cylinder of light just erupt in front.
Shit.
I'll cast Dawn,
Okay.
which a 30-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder of bright light glimmers in the area I cast it, which I'll just cast it kind of in a big area as I can get as many of them
Like
in.
behind you on the path.
Yeah.
Going up, yeah. So it's,
Okay.
it's covering the whole wall. Like,
When the cylinder appears, each creature in it must make a con save, taking 4d10 radiant damage on a failed, half as much on a successful, and it also must make the save when it ends its turn in the cylinder.
Okay. They are.
Ooh. If I'm within 60 feet of the cylinder, I can make it move up to 60 feet as a bonus action.
So you can just keep it
You
behind
can just
us.
keep it behind us as you. Yeah,
that's
that's
it.
smart.
Yeah, nice.
It's concentration for up to a minute. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll help you concentrate. I'll guide you.
Be cool, Drazad. Be cool, Drazad.
I imagine him running like the guy on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Be cool. Yeah.
Your racing footfalls echo in concert with the cacophony as you rush along the precarious ledge. For several hours, you manage to keep your pace ahead of the horde, feeling as though there may be no end to this fissure. But as your path begins to narrow once again and you glance down to mind your footing, you do notice something out of place. A few bits of loose rock skitter off the path and tumble into the dark below, drawing your eyes towards a man-made structure. A couple 100 feet below you, at the base of several switchback trails, you spy a lengthy bridge, spanning from one side of the canyon to the other, and on the far side, you discover an imposing set of stone doors etched directly into the canyon wall. Set upon their surface spans a masterful mural that now shines vivid and resplendent, depicting veins of singing ore. As the tortoises, continue their song, the chamber continues to be alight, and the automatons continue to swell on your position. What would you all like to do?
What's the door? You said it's a stone door?
It is a stone door.
Does it have any writing on it?
It doesn't have any writing, only
says
a
no
giant
swimming.
mural. Yeah,
Only a giant mural?
of singing stone. And it itself is glowing as if it's made of
I'm
mithril.
gonna ask the turtles if they know how to open this door.
We do not leave the canyon.
Not the question I asked.
Does my
So they don't know.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Does the eyeball see anything extra? The see invisibility?
You would
You can see into the ethereal plane as well as
you would
invisible
not
things.
see anything
Okay.
extra there. Yeah.
Okay. I just got to remind you every chance I can.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
I, that
that's
I have
fair.
a.
I probably should have had you roll perception just in case, but yeah, you
Yeah, that's fair. And how far? So we are at the switchbacks now.
You're at the top of the switchbacks. The switchbacks are about 200 feet of like travel back
But
and
how
forth.
What if
how
we
far?
jump?
Yeah, how
Yeah, what if
far
we
is it
jump on
between
this?
each one?
It's about a 50-foot drop.
between each one.
Well, to the bottom.
Yeah, but like switch. If we were to go from one switchback to the next without walking the whole
10
length,
feet each.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Start
Oh,
jumping down
we can
those.
freaking run and
Okay.
jump that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna take some damage. It is 10 feet.
Yeah.
Fall damage.
I'm flying.
Are you doing that?
You want to?
I'm just making sure before I am setting
Are the
a
robots
hard commit.
Are the robots that close? Because they're not gonna. They're
At
not.
this, I mean, at this point, they have been nipping at your heels.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
say that you
flying.
were able to drive them back with some of what Drazad did.
Right.
All of you fly?
So they're about 60 feet away from you at this
Okay.
moment.
I can hear you. Can I turn into like a big, bad bald eagle and carry him?
You can turn into a big bat. That was one of your wild
Can I
shapes that you
carry
had
him?
before. I would allow you to do that as a giant bat.
Okay, I'm gonna be a giant bat and I'm gonna carry him because y'all can fly or teleport,
No.
I can teleport. Yeah.
Eh,
right?
I got you.
I mean, y'all could.
I got you.
I'm low on
Oh,
spells.
actually,
we were-
no. Wait,
Actually-
hold up. Flora's gonna save the fucking day
Again.
again.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna teleport the two of you
Okay.
Okay.
As an action,
as an action.
I read it.
I
Hold on. As a bonus action, I can teleport 60. Oh, or use my action to do a willing creature.
There you go.
There it is.
How far
Well,
away is the door?
as an action,
Fuck
I
you for
will
reading
teleport.
This far. So that would be roughly, I mean, if
And
you're
then
at the
we're
top
up.
of the switchbacks, probably about 150 feet away from you, I'm estimating.
And you got him? I'm a
Dimension doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Valoth and be like, "This is fun when we do this." I'm gonna open the door and slip us through. Like,
So, if you're dimension dooring and taking him, then I will fly and take him.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you reach the
You wanna
edge
go
of these
all the way?
switchbacks,
Yes.
look
Yeah.
down
'Cause
and
then we
look
can start
behind to see
investigating while we're
the
waiting for
or
them to
turn
catch
around.
up.
Yeah.
see the automatons gaining on you. Odd jumps through a doorway carrying Valoth as he appears directly in front of yet another door, and you transform into
door.
a bat. Drazad, you get the hint and leap off
You gotta yell
haphazardly as Flora swoops down, catches you, and begins to
Yeah.
flap across
Flora,
the
what is
canyon.
happening?
Oh my god, that was. I forgot about that show.
Yeah.
Did you already said, Alex?
Nope.
You have to yell bat as you turn into a bat.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Bat! What's his name? Laszlo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that show is so good.
And I happen to have a giant bat mini.
Yay!
Whoa, cool.
There you go.
Not a bad.
Oh, that's
Um,
really big.
So now that we're
Whoa.
closer,
It's giant.
is there
That's-
anything on the door that indicates like two things, right? If it's been
Luciana's
open,
with us too.
yeah. If it's been opened recently,
Yeah, but she's fast.
She has a climb
And a
speed.
climb
She goes
speed.
straight down.
Yeah.
She catches
I
up.
was gonna say, I guess
Yeah.
I could have carried her.
Of
too.
course.
Well, she can like
So,
double her speed.
since Odd and I show up immediately at the door while we're waiting for them to show up, is there anything on the door that tells like if it's been opened recently, and if it has potentially like how that might have happened?
Make an investigation check.
How do we get into this door?
Now you can do it.
Nat 20 for
Oh,
a
yeah.
33.
Holy shit!
33.
Fuck you, Alex.
There's a
Investigation.
Nurgle, there's a Nurgle pube like right there.
You caught in the door.
It's like it's holding blowing in the wind.
Yeah. Full Mr. Miyagi. He's just walking in.
As you inspect the door, you can see that it is sealed shut quite tightly. But after having inspected the shimmering cliffside to get into the Bale Halls at the beginning, you realize that the mechanism for opening this door is quite similar, as is indicated by the fact that the door is lit up completely. But you see through the gap, the door is sort of shaking, and you can see through the gap that there appears to be something barring it from the other side, as well as there is likely a problem with the fact that so many of these tortoises are like singing in resonance. There's not like not just one tone for it to latch onto, so the mechanism is kind of failing here.
Oh, like it's trying to open.
It's trying to open, but there's too much noise,
Okay.
Can I?
as well as there is something barring it from the back. You rolled really high, so I'm
gonna-
telling you everything.
Okay. So
if you share that, I'm gonna ask the turtles
Yeah.
if they could just like, hey, can you guys just like call like quiet for like 1 second? Maybe just like one of you sing.
Can I get a mage hand since I can see kind of through the door? Can I get a mage hand on the other side to try to unbar?
I will say yes, you're able to get a mage hand through to the other side. As you do, you feel the mage hand pressing up on whatever's blocking it, but it feels like it's probably heavier than 10 pounds. So your mage hand disperses, and as it does, Flora, you're telling the turtles to stop.
Or like maybe just like a couple. Like one.
before
Okay.
she does that though, I want to try and match the resonancy by like banging the shield.
I will say make a performance check, and
Okay.
while you're doing that, and while you're talking to the turtles, and that instruction is sort of rippling through the masses, right? These automatons are finally crossing the bridge.
Oh wait, I'm a bat. I can't talk to the turtles right now.
You
Speak with animals.
Speak with
Still
animals
hard.
is still up,
Yeah.
so you can.
Okay.
Plus, what they're using is basically echolocation.
Okay. And
So
I'm a bat.
yeah.
Hey, this language is oddly similar.
Can Drazad get in front of everybody?
Yep.
And
Let's go ahead. We're gonna roll for initiative now.
Okay.
I feel like
Right.
now's
Don't
a good
forget
time
we have
to do that.
advantage
For what?
because Caleb's got that staff.
Yeah.
I would like to pick up one of the giant bats and drop it
You-
on the side.
Oh, as a bat, you want to pick up one of the scrappers.
One of the
Yep.
automatons.
I was like, hang on.
I pick myself up and I fall off the side.
You are the bat.
Do I use my...
use the bats initiative.
Because it's dex based. Yeah, initiative's dex based,
Do
which is a
you?
physical
higher
stat.
than mine, I think.
Probably.
It is.
I did the wrong thing.
It's cold in here. Are you guys cold?
Oh, a little bit. I
Okay,
can turn it
so Valoth, what'd you get?
Dirty twans.
It's
20.
cold,
Nice.
not
Odd.
Me a dirty twin as well.
Okay. Valoth, I think we established that you're slower.
Yeah.
I have
and
a
odd.
+2.
I got a plus.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so
yeah.
Odd, I'll put you at 21. Drazad?
nat 20 for a 21.
Okay. And
Ooh.
so you'll be at 22, we'll say. Because you'll be above Odd. And then Flora?
19.
19. God damn, dude.
We had 21, 20, 20,
yeah, we-
19.
You people are nuts.
Verizon, baby. Reasonable.
Okay, well, it makes sense that you would position yourself at the front of the party because first in the initiative is Drazad. What would you like to do?
I'll walk up and Drazad will just... You will not hurt any of my friends today.
You still have the.
No, it's been longer than
Okay,
I would
gotcha.
imagine.
Yeah, he said we run for like a few hours. He
Yeah.
said, right?
Yes.
Oh, geez.
And
okay.
I will...
Yeah, you are on the cusp of exhaustion here.
Am I using the new
Something
giant
sexual.
bat
Cusp?
from the 2024
Yeah.
monster manual?
Yeah,
Oh,
might as well.
I guess, yeah. I didn't realize.
Sorry, Jason.
I don't know if that's in there. I think it is.
What?
I'm
Giant
checking.
bat?
It is.
Cool.
Cool, cool, cool. It's almost the same, except it
Yeah.
doesn't have echolocation now.
Yeah,
I'll probably
it probably just condensed it down to it having blind sight,
Yeah.
which
It gave
I'm a
double
little
the blind
I'm a little
sight.
upset about because like deafening a giant bat before made it blind, but now it doesn't because it just has blind sight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
It's-
says the bat can't use its blind sight while deafened on the old one, and it has 60 feet of blind sight, but on the new one, it has 120 feet of blind sight.
And
Yeah.
doesn't say anything
And
about
it
the
doesn't say
deafened.
anything about being deafened.
Anyway, what you doing, Drazaddy?
Will... And my multiplicities of myself will come out, and I will cast Spirit Guardian.
Okay.
And it'll
Wisdom saves, right?
From everybody, from all the baddies in a 15-foot radius.
I'm just gonna roll once for all of them. Keep it
That's fair.
simple. That's actually really high.
No, it's not. What's it called?
17.
Silvery barbs.
Who had
I don't know if
Me, I
anybody
always
has the
have it.
spell slots for it.
Oh, for silvery barbs?
I do not.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, there you
Well,
go.
they rolled a 17 on their wisdom save. You don't know if that saves or not yet.
No. You have, no idea.
What?
You have no idea.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, they will re-roll, but only one of them.
That's not fair.
I'll take that trade off. I'll take that trade off.
And that one fails.
Yeah, fuck
That
I'm gonna
that
give you
one that
advantage.
you targeted
Okay.
fails.
Fuck that piece of shit.
Sorry.
Fuck that one.
This is
13
kind of the
radiant
danger
damage.
of
So
a horde
half
encounter.
for the ones that saved to
Yeah.
6.
6 for most of them.
Yeah.
And 13 for the one. Get ready.
For the one in the front. That's the one I silvery barbs.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. I'll add 7 to that one.
closest
Got
one.
it.
Honestly, I think it's the only one that might be in. No, it's 60 feet. So I think most of them are in range.
Yeah, they're all in range of you. Yeah, I would say so. So, as your spirit guardians begin to swirl throughout the chamber, they actually look somewhat dim compared to the glowing mithril veins all around. Even as these tortoises begin to quiet their song as directed, the veins do still glow quite brightly, and the door, while not necessarily like hard to look at, it's so intense, it is still glowing with a faint glimmer. As your spirits collide with these automatons, you see some of their plating being demolished by the hammers carried by these alternate Drazads. And then we move to Odd. Is your go.
So
I started whacking.
I got a 25 on
Okay.
that performance check to match that tone.
Got it.
So like, do I
The
feel like
turtle tone?
Yeah, do I feel like I have the resonance pretty good if I need to repeat it later?
You feel like you've got a pretty good hold on their sort of throat singing. This is a new talent for you that you've unlocked, being able to reproduce that sort of Tibetan throat singing sound.
gargling.
And even as a humanoid, you are able to produce the same level of volume as like 3 of these tortoises.
Mhm.
But at that point, you are just sort of adding to the cacophony.
Okay, I just want to make sure I can reproduce it.
Oh, you
'Cause
can.
It seems like that might be was trying to make the door open.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll run up and start hitting these things.
Okay.
Yeah,
You have advantage on
on the first one.
first one.
Good.
Good.
Yeah. Good. I say 28 to hit.
28 is that's gonna hit. Actually,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll do it. 4. 15 points of damage.
Okay, so as you lash out against these scrapper beetles, you feel your exhaustion beginning to catch up with you, or at least that's kind of your perception of it. As you connect with your blade, you feel as though it's not doing as much damage as you might expect, and I'll explain why in mechanical speak. Because in the 2014 rules, resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing was for like non-magical weapons. In the new rules, that like
just have it.
that just doesn't exist anymore. But some creatures got resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. I gave that to these,
Okay.
so they are resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing now. I think it's fair for you to know that. Was all of that damage slashing?
No, 7 of it was thunder.
Okay, and it's the front one you attacked, or
Yeah, the very first one.
okay,
And then
Takes-
it gets swirled with 2d8.
got it.
And then I'm going to turn and hit a second one.
Okay, a different one, not the same one.
Uh,
So you hit this one. Now you're
Yeah.
turning to fight that one.
exactly.
Got it.
That's a 23
23 definitely hits.
for. That's just going to be 13 regular damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Slashing again, I imagine.
So
Yep.
half to 6.
All right, half to 6. As you connect, you feel that sort of resonance of the mithril plating on these creatures sort of shocking you back down your blade. It takes a lot for you to even hold on to your weapon at this point.
I'm going to try and step back.
Okay.
I'll take the attack opportunity from
Step back.
the 1, right?
You do indeed.
Yeah.
It will attack you opportunistically. As it strikes out at you with its mandible. Actually, I think it might use its scrap saw to try and hit you. As you jump backwards, it sees that you're a little bit off balance, and it arches its back with a nat 1 to hit on its scrap saw. You hear the sort of buzzing before you even catch it with your eyes, and you move nimbly out of the way as it sort of turtles itself, ironically, onto the bridge and pops itself back up with the chain. You ever watch BattleBots?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that.
I got you.
Pow!
Yeah.
And they go flying. Okay, it is Valoth's go. What would you like to do?
I have a question. Are there 5?
There are 5 in front of you. There are more coming. And you see quite a few of
innumerable.
them. If you would like to make a perception check, you can get maybe a rough estimate.
Okay, now I have a question before you answer his question. Do we
have a
get
question for
experience points?
Oh, we go
Did
milestone,
we
baby.
level up?
Perception, it's 13.
Bonk.
Okay.
Bonk.
With your
bonk.
13, it looks like there's actually more than when it started.
Experience farming.
And they're swarming on you. I will say make a subsequent insight check.
Jesus.
no,
I'm
Sam.
taking something from the chat.
We got so many in there.
I'm just gonna take a plus 8.
Excuse me.
So that's 12 plus 17.
As they are closing in on you, you're seeing some of these tortoises beginning to sort of like close themselves up and hide from these creatures. They seem to be locked on you specifically, and specifically looking for any living creature that they can turn. You begin to realize this might be a fight you need to run from.
Yeah.
Or you
Saved
fully
myself,
realize that.
Yeah.
You started a little while ago.
Yeah. So now that the turtles have stopped humming, the door.
There are some more, but like slowly as
Yeah.
yeah.
Is the door like doing something?
As they're
different?
stopping, it's not glowing as much, and it's certainly
Yeah.
not like shaking or trying to open as much.
Yeah.
As they're stopping, you're seeing like this sort of dust and debris fall from the gaps in the door over top, as the door becomes inert, like just a wall of stone.
Okay.
Eerily similar to what you saw in Hollow Hall.
So it's like
I-
we need them
We
to
got
sing.
a mithril shield from the Thunderdome. I don't care who it's on. I'm taking it off of him, and I'm just gonna hit the door with it like Drazad did with his mithril thing that he made to get
Okay.
into the thing, and see if that resonance does anything to open the door.
As you strike at the door, and I will say, if you're okay with it, I think this would be a bonus action. We'll say not a full action, but we'll say bonus action.
I'd be fine with it. Yeah.
As you strike the door with the shield, you hear that sort of resonance echo through the canyon, and indeed you do see the ripple of light go across the door as the stone begins to sing back to you. And as the door begins to shake again, it appears like it wants to open, but something is barring it from the back.
Okay, so shoot.
Dimension door in to the other side of it.
Yes.
Yeah, while I can
understand.
see across, is like you say I can kind of see the thing barring. Can I get a gauge of how thick the door is?
The door looks to be about 10 feet thick.
God damn.
Sweet.
Big door.
You have a
I got one.
You got
gotta
one
wait
left?
for my turn.
okay.
Val turns from looking through the crack of the door and he just goes, "You got one!"
Well, shit. There's 5 of us though.
Yeah, we're not getting. But somebody can get to the other side and open the door.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, that's what, if you get on the other side, you can unbar
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Do you have a wild shape?
I won left.
Can you? You could also.
Yeah, I'm gonna
18.
dimension door.
It is a very thin gap. He only saw through it that time because
I
he
rolled a
rolled a
nat
33.
33.
Yeah.
So I know it's about 10 feet to thick door, so I'm gonna dimension door.
12.
I was gonna say like 15
Okay.
feet across to the other side.
That's fair. Just yourself?
I'm gonna take Luciana with me.
Okay. Luciana's pulling out her
I'm like,
short sword
"Nope.
and scimitar.
I need protection.
You hear. She's like pulled backwards.
Drazad.
Yeah.
That the bastard.
I look at your side. I was like, he did not take us.
We got abandoned just
I
now.
took him here. I know.
The second you grab the scruff of her neck, you see her feet go out in front of her like,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah. Well, we're
completely
essentially
paralyzed.
splitting the party. Yeah.
okay. So you dimension door to the other side with Luciana, and even on the other side, you can hear that resonance still sort of emanating through the chamber, and some of that light is cascading across the mithril veins within. There don't appear to be any creatures in there, but there is a large stone barricade slab that is linked to a series of pulleys and levers that you can begin to draw up.
Yeah, I mean, I've used my bonus action, but as much as I can, I'll try to
Tell her
start
to
doing
do
that, and I'll
Tell your new
Luciana
best friend to
that
do
too.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Luciana
I wanted
goes
someone who went after me in
last, but-
initiative, but I didn't want to take the big bat that can actually fight these things.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
no, we get it. We get it, Val.
Yeah.
We are
Whatever.
useless, even though we are the ones protecting you all right
whatever.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys are doing a great. Luciana's not going to help fight these things. She can pull a rope. Or be death fodder for Nurgle back here while I pull the rope.
So
That was my thought process. I was protecting you.
with that, it is now Flora's go.
Abandoning
What would you like to do, Flora?
I want to pick up one of these. Sorry. I want to pick up one of these automatons
Okay.
and drop them off this side.
As you
like a
swoop
big-
in with your claws.
It's like a big drop, yeah?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
like an indiscernible
Could I
amount of distance
pick up
down.
like 2?
It's a stretch to pick up 1.
Would it be an action to pick up 1?
It is an attack, a grapple. Yeah, specifically. I believe it is your they make a strength or dex save. God, they changed it, and so I always forget
it's
now.
right. It's right here. Oh. No, it's not right here.
You lied
Yeah,
to me.
right.
Liar.
I thought it was under conditions, but it's only like what happens.
Hang on before you do it.
He said,
because I'm gonna look
no,
it up.
it's not. I'm sorry.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Fuck you.
I should have opened that in a separate tab. Oh well.
I can pick it up.
You should zoom out.
Yeah, we gotta zoom out so that everyone can see it too.
Yeah, no, it is. It's
Oh,
here.
yeah, you gotta see the snitch.
I see it.
Or then steal it.
The target must succeed a strength or dexterity saving throw. It chooses which.
Okay.
Or it has the grappled condition. The DC for the saving throw and any escape attempts equals 8 plus your strength modifier and proficiency bonus.
Yeah, that makes sense. So it would
Yeah.
be the strength
The
and
bat's strength
proficiency.
and proficiency plus 8.
Actually, I'll say it's your proficiency. I think that makes
Your
sense.
proficiency. So 4 plus 8. So 12 plus the bat's strength modifier.
Where did you get 8?
8
is always
eight
the
is
base.
always
That's
the
what you
base.
use to calculate like
8 plus
saving throw
the
stuff.
things that I said. Doesn't matter. Tell me what the bat's strength.
What am I rolling?
Nothing. What's the bat's strength modifier?
+2.
So it's a 14 DC
Okay.
to escape the grapple. They've changed it. You don't roll
As the bat,
grapple.
as Flora, as your bat form swoops in and claws at the beetle, you sink your sort of toe hooks in, and that prey drive kicks in as you start to try and fly off. But these beetles are heavier than you might have imagined, and as you almost get like clotheslined as the bat as you, it does not budge. It is clinging to the surface of the rock. It refuses to be grappled. It rolled a 22 on its check.
Damn.
That's the rules to grapple something.
This is
So then
unacceptable.
could I try to attack it?
Yeah.
Well, that was an
That
action.
was my action.
Grapple is an
I
action,
see,
yeah.
Okay. Cool,
That's
cool,
what
cool,
it says
cool,
it.
cool, cool, cool.
under the action.
Well, then
One
I'm
of-
gonna
I think
let
you.
go.
It's one of your attacks. You have multi of that.
I did like the idea.
Yeah.
Then just go with it.
Well, I don't want to be like holding on to it, so I'm gonna let go. And
Okay.
Then... And there's no way for me to fly over the door.
No, it is embedded in the rock wall.
Can't
Yeah.
go
That's what I
over
thought,
it.
Yeah.
Can't go,
Go get
around
the
it.
Go get the snitch.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
want that for
through it.
later.
I will tell you this because I specifically looked at everyone's stat blocks earlier.
'Cause he loves you.
Not to tell you this is like what you have to do or anything, but I did notice that your teleport is very peculiar because it says that as a bonus action, you can teleport. It doesn't say that you have to see where you're
I
teleporting.
know, that's what I was about to get to.
Yeah,
That's
As-
that was my next thing.
but the
so-
one where you send somebody else, you have to see. It's
Hmm.
weird.
So then I think what I'm gonna do actually is
You gonna leave us too?
Wait. So hidden paths
I can tell.
Yeah.
you.
says I have to see it.
Where?
It says, as a bonus action, you can teleport up to 60 feet, or you can use your action to teleport one willing creature you touch up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Right. Based on how that's written, I would deem that when you teleport someone else, you have to see where they're going. But if you teleport yourself,
You can just go.
you can just go. I
Oh.
could be
It's like
misreading
it
that,
like
but that's
separates
I mean,
the
either way, the
sentence.
crack
Yeah.
is open because he banged it with the shield, right?
If I
no,
click
because
on
the
it-
the barricade's still down. It hasn't been drawn up yet.
If I click on it, it says, as a bonus action on your turn, you can teleport up to 60 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Okay, so that was the
Oh.
intended.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can
That's
see is
what- that's
applied
how
to
I
both.
read it.
So
yeah.
you do have to be able to see it.
But let me
Aim.
read base step.
But because
base
Drazaz
step
smashed it with the
says-
shield, isn't it
Yeah.
lit up and open?
It is lit up, but something was barricading
Right,
it
but
from
we
the
can
back.
still see through it, right? That's
No.
how just.
He was able to see through
Oh.
it because he rolled like a natural 20 for a
gotcha.
total of 30.
When the turtles were singing and the door was doing.
So with blind sight, I can't see through that door?
You have blind sight?
The bat does.
As the bat? Yeah,
Oh,
you
the
can do
bat
that.
does.
Yeah, and your hidden paths allows you to teleport
Loopholes.
even though you're in wild shape.
Nice.
So you do that? What does it look like as your bat teleports through this door using hidden step?
It's I'm imagining like a movie and I can't think of it, but like the bat basically like gets really close to the door and then like it looks like it's like sucking through the crack.
Turns into like smoke,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like Harry Potter when
Wait,
the
is
when
it
the bad
just
guys
you?
apparate.
Yeah.
Teleporting?
It's just me right now because
I
I'm
know.
gonna go.
I know. I look at your thought.
I'm
I'm like,
gonna try to unbar the door.
We are literally
sure.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Just like
They believe you. They're just
You
like,
get,
"Yeah."
you get to the other side, and me and Luciana are drinking like
y'all are having a tea
mojitos.
party.
Yeah, fucking tea party.
Yeah.
Can I try to unbar the
Lady
door from that side?
You've already used your action and now your bonus action, so you can eventually, but not this turn. As you make it to the other side of the door, you see that same, more dim chamber,
Well,
but
if
it
they're
is still
already
lit.
Over there, then it probably doesn't make sense for me to go over there too.
I
It's
think
up to you.
we all need to get there because there's like an army of these things coming.
Well, and if they all teleport, then we don't have to worry about them getting through.
Yeah,
It's just that Odd has to be able to see.
Yeah.
No, he's
I-
got Dimension Door.
I do have to mention.
Oh,
that.
right.
I got one more.
Okay. Okay. Then
I got
Does,
you.
does he
there
know
is
how
a way
deep
out
it
of
is?
this.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I mean, I
great.
feel like I would have communicated that,
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair.
What?
knowing that he has Dimension Door.
I learned it from you.
Worst case.
Sounds like a angsty teen.
Yeah. I learned it from you, Dad.
So, Flora, as you become smoke and slip through the gap in the door, appearing then on the other side, you catch yourself in flight as you see below you, Valoth and Luciana are scrambling to unbar the door. You understand that you may be able to help them as soon as you're able, but for right now, we move to the Scrapper Beetle's turns, and there are 2 targets remaining for them.
Sorry,
Their
I
movement
just
speed
left
is
y'all.
halved while they're in the Spirit
yeah, their
Guardian.
movement
Yeah,
speed
and
is
that
high.
guy.
Okay,
When that guy takes a step, he takes 2d8.
okay. 2d8.
Okay,
Doesn't
I'm
care.
restarting Touch Portal because I think it missed a roll.
Yeah, that's fine. It is that time of day.
8
Yep.
thunder. Thunder.
Okay.
Thunder.
Thunder!
Okay, as
That would have been
as this beetle closes on you, Odd, it is going to make an attack
okay.
with its mandible. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
You're not hasted today.
Yeah.
No
Give me
haste.
that haste, baby.
So that hits.
Guy more than haste.
Drazad's next.
Okay, you're going to take 13 points of piercing damage, and you are now grappled by it as it is holding you down with its mandible.
Oh, that's fun.
You guys have fought these things like 3 fucking times, and they've never actually hit you. So this one is holding on for dear life, and as it's holding you tight, you hear that saw begin to spin up, and it lifts its butt in the air, and is going to try and attack you at advantage
stinger.
with its scrap saw.
Finger.
That is going to be a 26 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're going to take 18 points of slashing damage. And here's a cool little bit about this stat block that you guys can get in the membership pamphlet. Non-magical armor and shields worn or wielded by the target take a cumulative -1 penalty to the AC that each offers. So if you have a shield and armor, each takes a -1.
Even if they're magical?
Yes. Oh, it says non-magical.
Okay.
Yeah. So your armor doesn't. Does your shield? It's magical too.
Yep.
The shield's magical and the armor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, it
We all
grinds against it
magical,
anyway.
baby.
It does cool things.
I look at your Zod as this thing's grinding against my armor.
Hey.
I'm like, this is good quality. Like, this
good
is
stuff.
good.
Thank you.
This is high
Thank you,
quality
Drazad.
shit.
I know.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Drazad knows what he is talking about. He tries to tell you all.
Sparks continue to fly, mixing with that white light from all the mithril veins in the atmosphere. As we now move to another one of the scrappers. You got the 13 and the 18 damage, Odd?
Yep.
Okay. This one's going to close on you, Drazad, and it's actually going to swing around the back here. So it leaves room for its allies, and it's going to attack you with its mandible. That is a nat 20.
Period.
Hot dice.
That doesn't hit.
Well, okay, that's fine. But you're going to take 22 points of piercing damage, and you are now grappled.
Okay, 22, so 18.
Fun.
It is
Still
also
dimensional.
going to lift its buzzsaw and try and strike out at you. That's a second nat 20.
What
Fuck
are you
you.
doing
On the same
over there?
dice.
No.
What are you doing?
Is that
over
red
there?
dice? Get that shit out of here!
It's actually the blue dice. I'm
dice.
rolling the red dice.
okay.
You are going to take, that would be 14 double to 28 plus You're going to take 32 points of slashing damage as the buzzsaw begins to grind against you, and you carry a shield and I believe non-magical armor, correct?
Correct.
So you now have a -2 to whatever your AC is.
Ugh.
You can fix the armor and shield using mending, but for now, that is going to stick. Are you still up?
Idus has mending.
Oh yeah. I have mending too.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out how to override my armor class.
Oh no, I don't have mending. Why did I think
I
I
have
had
mending.
mending?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I
Then
wish I could
I have
wild
mending.
shape
I have
you
fabricate.
guys.
I have creation.
this one is going to get in on odd here. You're grappled.
Half movement, it can get there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
I'm
has
just making
30
sure.
feet, so that's 15
And they
I
take the
estimated.
damage at the beginning of their turn?
At the
No
end of their
damage.
turn.
In their turn.
I was gonna remind him,
Mhm,
but because they're all moving and still making their attacks, I was gonna wait till after they were
mhm.
done to remind him.
This one is going to lash out with its mandible. That is a
It's
23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
This blue dice is ridiculous.
Yeah,
13
fuck that
points of
blue
piercing
dice.
damage, but you're already grappled by the other, so you are not grappled by this one. It is still going to make its scrap saw attack, but it is at a straight roll. I just rolled a nat 20.
Oh my god!
It was on the red dice this time.
Get out of here!
Get new dice.
Happening over there.
But
Silvery
also,
barbs.
congratulations, because that is
When I don't
really
have a reaction
exciting
to,
for
I
you.
can't.
I'm sorry, we're never excited for you.
It's okay, I guess.
I feel
I
bad.
guess, yeah.
You take 32 points of slashing damage
Yo.
from
But
this
also,
this buzzsaw.
fuck you, man.
Okay.
This one is going to close in on you, Drazad, and it's going to do the same thing that one just did. That finally is an 11 to hit.
I thought you were gonna say it was another nat 20. I was gonna flip this table.
Finally.
over.
Finally
Wait,
gonna
that
kill
is-
you.
Okay.
Finally, he's gonna do
And
it.
Wait,
then
did
it's
you get
gonna-
the damage for the nat 20 yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was 32.
32.
No, the one you just rolled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Brett.
it's
Yeah, he did it. It was
Both
not
are
attacking
32.
you.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Yours was also 32.
No,
before.
I know. I was just like, fuck, it's coming after me again.
And this one's going to scrap saw you. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So you lose another 2 AC, and you're going to take 18 points of slashing damage.
It's 14 points of slashing damage.
Now,
And-
armor,
What size are these things?
they are medium.
Okay.
Armor and shields, shields are destroyed if they reach -3 penalty. Yours is at currently a -2, and armor is destroyed if it is if its AC is reduced to 10.
Okay.
So basically, if your AC drops to 10 while wearing the armor, it'll be destroyed.
Okay, but wait. So how do I factor that with the shield then?
The shield
The
is giving you +2.
The shield gives
so
you
the shield's
+2, so-
nullified
That's
at
like
this
the
point.
monster I played.
So the shield.
I got some inspiration from
No,
that.
the
Oh,
shield will be
man.
destroyed when it hits -3. The shield is at -2 right now.
Yeah, when it hits -3, it's destroyed.
So basically, when it goes one past what the benefit it gives.
How is it only minus? Is it only -1 per hit?
It's
Yeah.
-1 per hit.
So it's 1 to the shield, 1 to your armor. That's where he's getting the -2 per turn from.
Yep.
That's why you
Gotcha.
got -4.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's 2 on each.
Got a -1 counter. When it gets to -3.
Yeah. So
The
if
shield-
the
the
shield
shield
gets
goes
hit one
away.
more time, then the shield.
And then if you're
Yep.
once the shield is gone, if your AC hits 10,
You
Yeah.
wearing full
Yeah.
plate, once you get -8 on your
It'll take a lot to destroy your, your
on
armor.
your full plate, it'll take -8 to destroy it.
So this last scrapper doesn't have quite enough movement to get in here, but they're going to get right outside of range as they continue to close on you, and you do see a sort of like waterfall of silver
Oh,
across
God.
the mountainside as they are or the cliffside as they are closing on your position fast.
they all need to make wisdom saves.
They all need to make wisdom saves. We'll do one for all of them. That is a 4. So they all fail.
Get
How
'em
much
with-
damage are they
good.
taking? Did you keep concentration through all that?
Oh god.
You got hit
Oh,
4
shit.
times.
Yeah.
And
One of them was a 32.
so you have to get a 16 or higher on that one.
Nope.
Okay. So no wisdom saves.
Well, no, because it's when they end their turns, and some of them ended their turns before he got hit.
Okay. I'll do the first 2
We can
of
just.
them.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, we can just cut
The first 2 of them make
it
sense.
out.
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah. Hold on. Where's Spirit Guardians?
Ruh-roh. That's a lonely bridge you guys got there.
12.
12 to both. As your Drazads strike one last time against these foul forgeries, you see some of their plating being scattered and stripped apart before your own Drazads actually fade away into the mist. We now move to your turn, Drazad. What would you like to do?
I will.
Yeah, these things don't fuck around once they actually get in range of you guys. Finally.
Bad.
I know you and me both, brother. I will. I'll look over at Odd and I'll. You better get my body through that door at least. And I'll cast Cure Wounds at the second level.
Take
on
my
him.
body back to my
Okay.
parents, Harry.
Fuck that movie. I just watched. Look, me and Ever been watching those movies, and we just got to that one, and like, I don't know if y'all know this about me, but any movie that has like a terrible ending, I just turn it off at the end.
Oh,
like I just
really?
don't watch it. Like, yeah, like the movie Blow, the drug dealer just rides off into the sunset. I just turn it off.
So, Drazad, you reach over and heal Odd, choosing to give yourselves the best chance of all making it through. As these creatures continue to swarm you, it now goes to Odd's turn, unless you're doing something else.
Anything?
Sorry, John. We are a little spicy tonight.
Yeah.
If you
It's
bonus
been-
action
it's been a
healed
little
him,
while.
You could mending as your action.
Boy, I hate it. That guy's such a good actor. I was like, every time I see it, I'm like, oh.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to find something in particular. I can use my Channel Divinity to heal.
You can, as a bonus action, right?
That's what I'm trying to find.
Channel Divinity.
Channel Divinity,
Channel Divinity
is
is
a
an
bonus.
action.
Oh, is an action.
Unless it says bonus.
Depending
as a
on
bonus,
right,
Yeah.
but I can't.
Yeah, Channel Divinity is hard to read. They need to do better about setting that up in the features and traits. I always had issues with that with Cheryl too, and I have the issues with that with Tishnan. It's bad. It's not clear as to like how and what relates to what.
Okay, I found
the
it.
features and traits.
Divine Spark, but Divine Spark it's an action, so I would have had to do a bonus action healing word. And that's fine. Yeah, that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay by Odd because
Odd, you are the very next in initiative. You have just been touched by an angel.
Yeah, touched by a lizard. As we're getting surrounded and I see like Drazad's armor is getting nicked up and beat, I'm going to quickly draw the door on the ground
Okay.
beneath us and then grab him and like push him into the ground. And then we're gonna like portal like the game where we drop but we're going this way.
So
You
feet
slide
first, you
through
come
the
out of
door.
the door.
Yeah, exactly.
You both slide through the door on the other side. Drazad, just shy of a corpse himself, you slow to a stop as you turn and dispel your magic just as the scrapper beetles are lunging through the door themselves. You see a bit of metal actually sheared off in the magic as it skitters across the floor, and you are left alone in this dark chamber. Looking now to Odd and Luciana, Valoth and Luciana and Flora, who are all like sort of standing around the chain,
Leave
getting ready
the
to
door.
open the door.
Leave the
I start
door.
going backwards.
Don't touch the door.
The barricade begins to drop back in
Odd
place.
is just bloodied. And so is Drazad. Like,
So,
we did not enjoy that.
no, that was not fun.
You all left us.
well, I'm glad that we had enough to make our way through. Thank you for grabbing me. I was afraid for a moment I might be left.
Oh, yes. Valor doing his best
I
not to
know.
let on to the fact that he
Yeah.
was totally planning to be like, fight off the monster on the other side while I get my friends through, and fully willing to let her die.
Yeah. Feels real terrible, doesn't it? To get left.
So you guys,
It
and
does.
I'll nudge Odd. How was opening the door going? What was the progress on that?
We were getting to it. I swear.
And we did skip Luciana's turn whenever the hell that was.
Oh, we did.
So
Whoops.
it would have actually had happened.
Okay, that's
I will tell you
sure.
that barricade was going to take like multiple actions
Yeah.
to lift.
It's heavy.
I had 3 in mind.
Y'all dimension door.
Are you pretty beat up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at like 12 or something.
I can
Yeah,
help.
I'm
I
gonna
can
touch. I'm gonna touch. I'm gonna return the favor and touch you. Hey.
Hands,
How much healing do you
touching
guys
hands.
need?
Yeah.
I am 79 points down.
Oh, I can do healing spirit.
And I have next to no spells.
After running,
How does
we're
that work?
now
Out of
long
combat?
rest
Is there a combo
time.
line?
You're within the bounds
How
of a
much
long
do you
rest.
need?
We can long rest now.
Oh, we can?
So I'm gonna start setting up my tiny hut.
You walked for like 2 or
Oh,
3
that's true.
hours,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you ran for another several hours.
Yeah.
I
We
will
are
say you're.
very
I was-
athletic.
Okay.
I mean, right now you are
if
on
we're
the
gonna
edge
long
of your
rest, I
life.
won't, but I can also heal you guys.
Yeah.
I
would
have
wait. I
like a
think
lot
we
of
can-
spell slots, and I'm at max health.
Oh, okay. Whoa,
I have 3 first level spell slots.
Oh my god.
Okay, I noted. I'll hit you more.
Yeah.
It was because she wild shaped, so she was just
Yeah.
like
Oh, that's true.
melee
Yeah, you
hitting
can use-
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have temporary hit points from that too. So
Yeah.
I just think I didn't get hit this time.
Hell
Because you
yeah.
teleported
That's
out of range of that
awesome.
Yeah.
creature. So as all of you are regrouping and sort of getting your bearings within this much larger, expansive chamber, similar to the canyon that you were just in, you can't see the end of it. You do see raised pillars sort of holding up a lofty stone ceiling and these veins of mithril that streak through everything, occasionally pulsing with light. But you gather that you now find yourself within the lower levels of the mithril mines. And we're going to take a quick break there.
Oh.
So we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go nowhere.
Spoopy.
And when we come back, I might have a little gifty for everybody. So stick around.
Ooh,
And
not
we'll see you
spoopy.
soon. Bye.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, XIVM, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Drazadi, Anthony Pace, Memebot 69000, Dutin 103, Vivian June, Zebek Longfang, Lil Tired, Jason Miller, Defiant Chaos, Agile Monk, Gatorman, Morph, Leo Hale, Connor M, Charlie Zoct, Razor Sazot, Prophet, Damon Moore, Squigs, Renee Asma, Miskatonic, Jason Holt, James K, Zim the Fan, KR08, Jasko, The Mikester End, Trevor Neal, Babubu, Black Retro King, Mark Forgius, The Lovely Scrub, Jake Luke, Brother Oblivion, Popoli Cooper Support, Jason, Michi Kapua, Improv B, Oak Parrot, Adam, Xanthox, Elemental Freak, A Silver, Otterlife, Hilaris, Shazar Romes, Dark Horse 77, Super Thorko, Inzeno, Michael Grant, Midnight, Aaron Barogan, Ikari, Triforce Samurai, TJ Jazz, David Stevens, Redacted, The Azure Sky, Terrence Thompson, Tan Samurai Smurf, Red Dragon, Nicklon Oxendine, Amadeus McFry, Wayne Hancock, Ira Wing, Fung, Kathy Evans, Dave Elsian, Lil Cute Maple, Kai Kai, Taylor Waterman, Rice and Sue, In M, Tunok, Juggler John, Cruindis Vulpes, Curtis Ellis, Chaos Hole, Fugera, Andres De Barbara, Sildari, Good, Isaiah Rojas, Michael Calvinto, Charlie Gardner, Devin Beer, Bellius 10, Avery Cunningham, Elijah Lloyd, Butter Weatherby, and Wilfreda Figueroa. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Thank you. You're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight. Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships. Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha 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 ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by 3 brothers that have combined 2 great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Jeramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you, by chance, by destiny, by desire. It matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry, our stream deck is down again, so I'm pressing the buttons manually. But I hope you guys had a great break. I know we did. I was moving around, moving and grooving, setting up some new terrain just in case something happens. But I also set up to gift you guys 5 memberships because it's a new month. Yay! We love new months because I get to do this. Thank you guys so much for sticking around through the break. Thank you for sticking around through the whole of the session. I hope it's been exciting and fun for you guys as it has been for us. And yeah, we're glad to have you here. So stick around. I hope you enjoy.
Fritz didn't need anything from me.
And now
he
knows when we go live.
He knows when we go live.
He's a performer.
Yeah.
He's a performer.
He said it's time for my close-up.
Now, as you all begin to settle in for a rest, you might need to pick him up or something. I don't know.
He probably needs to go out.
He's a big baby.
Come here. Come on this side.
That's how mine wakes me up.
That's a
in the middle
big
of the night.
potato. We do have Fritz emojis if you guys want to show Fritz how much you love him in chat.
No.
He's a sweet boy. As you all find your sleep, well earned, you drift off into dreaming. I will ask: is anyone staying up to keep watch?
We only need 4 hours, so we can swap. I will say, before we go to sleep, we talked about it over the break, so everyone here knows. But one of the patches we got on the robe of useful items that we got from at the beginning of the session.
From you guys.
Thank you for that, because it is going to turn into something wonderful.
Sponsored.
One
by
of the
viewers like
patches
you.
we got was a silver coffer worth 500 gold. So I'm going to pull that patch, and I'm going to say, hey, Drazad, can you carve a dragon into this?
How many times does Drazad have to explain it to you? But specifically you, Veloth. Drazad can do anything.
Well, I guess within May you
Do not
carve a dragon into this?
Absolutely.
If we're going to play that game.
Yes, I will add it to the to-do list.
I knew
It's the only thing currently on the to-do
so okay.
list.
Okay.
He's like, but I need it done
But I need it
now.
right to the front of the queue.
Meow.
Yeah, right. Meow.
Yes, I can handle that.
So Drazad, as you take a moment to focus your energy into etching, embossing a dragon symbol into this amulet, you feel more in touch with your roots as a smith than you ever have. In this place, this hall of all halls, dedicated to creation, you feel connected to the past, those who smithed before, and without a check, you're able to reasonably carve this symbol within. But every strike of your tools seems to resonate through the chamber, and you hear that ringing, that ever-present hum that you have become so accustomed to but can't seem to place.
Yeah.
And as you finish your design, you hand it back to Valoth, and deep in thought, you sort of sit down and begin to drift off into sleep with that at the forefront of your mind. Is there anything you wanted to do before you went to sleep?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Then I will ask for everyone but Drazad to leave the room.
I look at
The mithril resonance rings throughout the hall, through the air and stone, through blood and bone. It swells within you and sets your heart alight like the fire of a well-stoked forge. You feel a power crackle at the back of your teeth, like waves crashing against the shore. It is loud. It is strong. Yes. But it is also constant. It is also peaceful. And suddenly, you are elsewhere. You've traveled close behind your impromptu dwarven master for 2 days now, in silence. Hardly a word has been spoken between you, yet you found no need to break the tension with idle talk. Somehow there is an unspoken understanding, a trust that the stoic smith will ripple this hollowed stillness if truly necessary. And then he does. We're nearly to Aldvik. Can I trust you with a task or two?
Of course, Razak can do anything.
Ahead of you, you spy the formation of wind-scattered smoke, not the kind that bellows from a lit forge, but rather the variety from chimneys above cooking stews and warming hearths. The scent of salt swirls in with the stiff coastal breeze as the small town comes into view. Hold out your palm. Into your outstretched hand, the dwarf places a short list of supplies topped by 12 gold pieces, more money than you've seen together in probably all your life. That ought to be more than enough. Once you're done, find me near the harbor. I've got some business there that should be done when you are, around sundown.
Oh, okay, Drazad is in a new place, but he has a question.
Ask it.
What if one of the merchants tries to take advantage of Drazad and he cannot get around paying more than what the goods are worth?
You'll find a way. Good smith knows how to stretch their metal.
Okay, Drazad can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll be off.
Smith says nothing else before moving on ahead with his handcart, leaving you alone with a familiar sensation. You take a moment to feel the tingle of coin in your hand. They're cold in places like metal so often is, but there's a warmth there too. Warmth from your master's trust in you. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll first thing take a look at the list and see what he has, and I guess if I even think this is enough gold to like possibly procure these items.
Okay.
But I mean, I know a lot about them or the economy, because we're so removed.
You inspect the list, and you're sort of half expecting to see ores, ingots, maybe even pieces of weaponry and armor that might be smelted down or learned from. But as you look across, it's mostly mundanities. Supplies not so different from what you used to fetch on your own shopping runs for your family. Produce, fish, meat, that sort of thing.
Okay. Seeing that it's not like uncommon things that he's not unused to or things that he's never like seen before, he'll probably venture into town and start at least looking, kind of scoping out like the different merchants and things, and probably eyeballing in particular like probably their races and who they're talking to. Just if any of them seem, if they, I don't want to say favor because that's not the right word. Does they seem a little off-putting, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially, used to what you're used to in Cauldron.
Yeah.
As you approach, you notice first and foremost that the town is small. Perhaps even smaller than Cauldrick was. Or maybe you've just been gone too long. At the very least, you can feel that it is nowhere near as cold. There are some snow piles on the edges of the muddy streets, but the sun shines brightly overhead through verdant evergreens, forming patches of warmth on the ground. A few kids chase each other and slip past you without paying any mind. The last of them nearly slips in a puddle, sending a bit of mud up onto your shirt. Just as soon as you assess the mess, you see her run on ahead as she turns around and calls out to you, "Sorry, mister!" What do you do?
It is no problem. Just be safe out there.
They don't even really stay for your response. They continue rushing off. You hear their laughter in the streets, and as you sort of glance around the rest of the town, you see that most of the people here pay no mind to you other than what they would of a traveler. Many of them sort of smile and laugh at the kids. Maybe one of their parents sort of rolls their eyes as they wave to you, extending their own apologies. So you continue on. You take your hefty coin purse to market to procure everything on the list. You're able to do that easily enough. Just as your master said, you have enough coin. And even then, do you haggle? Or do you just pay the market price?
I think in the beginning, I would, if I thought everything was kind of going fair, Drazad would just pay what they were asking for.
Okay.
It would only be if he got towards like the middle of the list and realized that he might be running out of money that he would start maybe seeing if he could pinch his gold here and there.
Fair enough. You even end up with a bit left over. With one last stop to make, you head for the fish market, close to the harbor. You saved that one for last. You wanted to be efficient, after all. Freshly caked in sweat and fish guts, a turtle monger greets you and takes over a look over the list.
Oh, yeah. This one's out of season a bit early. Gonna be pretty expensive, and I doubt it'd keep on your way back to Smathbar anyway. Perhaps you'd be interested in...
The monger's voice begins to trail off, but his lips continue to move. At first, you wonder if your hearing is playing tricks on you. A resonant ringing fills your senses, and you feel dizzy before the monger chimes back in.
Hello? You still with us, Smithy?
Yes, sorry, Drazad is here. Just a bit of ringing in the ear, I guess.
You suddenly realize that you've been staring at a pointed cliff that overlooks the harbor to the northeast. Your eyes were just drawn there instinctively. As the turtle sort of follows your vision.
South Jordan Point. It's a pretty good view up there.
That is... okay. And you'll see him kind of start to lose himself and...
You feeling all right?
How much would the fish be, you said?
Oh, just 5 silver for the one that's on the list. But again, you may want to have a replacement. Be a little more expensive, but it'll keep. I swear.
Okay, how much later will you be open? Or could Drazad maybe pay for it and leave it here preserved and come back and pick it up in a little bit?
Of course. It's a small place. I'll recognize your face easy enough. I plan to be here for at least a few more hours till sundown.
Okay, no, that should be wonderful. Drazad is going to go maybe have a walk before he takes any fresh food with him.
Of course. Enjoy yourself.
No, thank
Let
you.
me know if you need anything else.
No, Drazad will give you a ring, if you will. And he'll chuckle to himself, and I guess he'll begin to go. Yeah, he'll go to the cliff, knowing that we're not going to be meeting back up until sundown.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you approach and walk up the modest hike that leads towards this perch, you find yourself wrapped in a stiff ocean breeze. Away from the city, you lose yourself to the crashing waves below as they eat away the rock, slowly performing their own version of your smithing craft. You've seen the ocean before, but something feels different here. Light seems to collect on the horizon like the sun gathering strength in the morning. Yet the day is long and the sea is lit from behind you by the afternoon sky. The resonance strikes at your senses again, like the sound of the waves shaping your very soul. Never seen the sea? You spin out of your meditation to find your master behind you, hauling a cart full of supplies.
Apologies. No, Drazad has seen the sea before. It was a long journey to get here and to meet you. But Drazad, there is something calling about this place. Drazad did get the supplies, and he'll start kind of fumbling around to show him that he wasn't just goofing off all day. And I already paid for the fish too. He's holding it for us for when I was walking back to make sure it was as fresh as it could
Calm
be.
down, boy. You've got plenty of time. And you see his eyes never really break your line of sight as you're sort of piling out all of the gear that you've gathered. You know, they say our makers rest themselves across the eastern sea in a place we can't reach. He kind of looks into your eyes for a moment. You can hear their song, can't you, boy?
Drazad hears a ringing in his ears, like a noise he's familiar with but doesn't know where it's from.
Come now. Let's get that fish from the market. There's more to being a smithy than buying guts and fruit.
At least it's good. And Drazad, he'll start picking his stuff up.
As all of you, the two of you, begin to make your way back into town to gather the remaining supplies, your vision sort of rescinds, and you feel a renewed understanding from your flashback in Aldvik. Specifically, now that you've returned to the moment at hand, you recall the feeling of waves meeting your soul without ever touching. The sound of resonance in the stone. Channeling that inspiration, you can now gain tremor sense out to 30 feet for the next hour. This is a new channel divinity option that you have.
Really?
Yep.
Can I add it to my channel divinity?
I don't know, but that is a part of your character now.
Okay.
So as you wake up feeling well rested and a bit more in touch with the stone beneath your feet, we're going to call everyone back in here.
Okay.
So now that everyone has completed their long rest, Drazad included, we rejoin the four of you and Luciana within the
Tiny hut.
lower levels of the mithril mines. Before you is that same expansive chamber, seemingly with no end. You see some hints of detail in the distance, some rocky outcroppings, the occasional dwarven structure or two. But aside from that, you detect no signs of life, no hints of movement.
You said
Sound?
Make a perception check.
You said 30 or 60 feet.
30.
Thank you.
I'm gonna ritual
20,
cast my
20.
telepathic.
Bond.
I rolled 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with your extremely high perception roll, looking out across the expanse, you do see those same sort of like diminished mithril veins sort of glowing and lighting things here and there. You don't hear any loud sounds, but you do occasionally hear sort of the moving of rock, or maybe the scraping of footfalls across the stone surface. That would be coming out from directly in front of you, directly into the chamber, and to your left.
Okay. I'll point that out to everybody.
Okay. And Flora, you've got your map. This is kind of where that detailed map begins, as it lays out. No check necessary to read it because you made it. You're more or less going to want to charge straight in.
As we wake up and we're getting ready and stuff, I'm like, did we made a mistake coming down here?
Why would we?
Too late to say that now.
We made a mistake. It's a little late to start second guessing.
The oracle said it was our fate to come here.
Screw the oracle.
Yeah, no,
I understand your misgivings, but truly, she is insightful. If
There's
not,
nothing missed about our givings. She sucks.
Is she?
You can suck and be right at the same time.
That's no. I don't know. You walking a fine line there.
Accidentally
Tatiana.
doing the right thing, purposefully doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Intentions are
Mass
important.
murder for the purposes of like some greater good.
let's not forget she worships a carpet. Come on.
She's a carpet muncher.
I am no carpet
carpet
worshipper.
masher
I assure you.
Oh yeah.
I assure you.
Okay.
But I do feel it was important for us to come down here.
I just can't
We're-
help.
okay,
Like
there's
time. Like we don't know. We know how much time has passed, kind of, because we're underground. But I just feel like there's a lot of people in danger up top, right?
There are. And,
And
presumably
the
they've
further
been
we go-
evacuated.
The further we go down, the longer it takes, the less it seems like we have, like, is beneficial, I guess. I don't know.
Perhaps. Maybe they make it out alive, maybe they don't. But don't lose sight. The reason we came here is to rescue a very important individual and the weapon that they create, supposedly.
It has nothing to do with the Oracle, though.
The Oracle did send us here.
I
will not
This is going to
argue.
sound
Yeah.
like I'm a child throwing a tantrum. But we came here of our own accord.
I will
She
not.
happened to also want us to come
No,
here.
there's not this kind of on the same level right now. You said that you had a good feeling that we should come down here because in the Oracle, blah, 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 blah. We've been good friends for the couple days, right?
Yeah, a couple days.
I'm not trying to escalate
that's-
anything by any means. Did you also have a good feeling when you ran the sword through the chest?
I'm about to say.
Or was that just like a, fuck you, Drazad, kind of a thing,
It-
you know?
It
definitely felt
it
like
was
a
payback.
fuck you, Drazad.
You stole from me, and I don't take kindly to that. Perhaps I overreacted, but it was what was asked of me
Overreacted.
by my employer. I viewed you as an enemy.
Can you steal?
Did we steal?
Can you steal
I
a
thought it was
rock
yours.
from
but
someone though?
what are you
that
talking
has
about?
No innate magical ability that you probably literally just picked up off the ground and
Wait.
put on your table.
Wait, so is it stealing if you steal your stuff back from the people?
No, I did not. No,
It was not his
no, it
originally.
was not
No.
mine.
Oh.
The rock.
Borrowing.
It was a rock. Just a rock
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
that I got stabbed for. Anyway, Drazad is over this.
I mean,
we can
stabbed-
Are you? Because it doesn't
Stab
sound like
really
you
good,
are.
yeah.
You sound very over it, Drazad.
I thought this was how you say a bridge over water.
It's the other way.
Water
right.
Water
It's water
under
the
a
bridge.
bridge.
That's right.
I was just going
I
to keep
think-
telling
yeah.
no and see what she
I think
came
it's
up
only
with.
fair you stab her
more-
back.
it's
Like,
An
more-
underwater
I'm not
bridge?
going to stab her.
That's the one.
It's more like a faint trickle of water under the bridge, and there's a dam holding it back. It's there though. It's there
I would not stab you now.
because you're under the effects of a magical spell.
Well, yes, and also no.
Okay,
I think the
I
spell's over,
I've
right?
seen enough
No.
now to
How
know
long does it last?
a month.
Duel are not
Who cast that on her?
the enemy.
You?
What did you cast on her?
Gaius.
Gaish. I think it's pronounced Gaish.
It's
Yes.
But it's
Gios.
Oh, is it?
Gios.
Yes.
I saw it spelt in an anime recently. And they
Code
pronounced it
Gios.
Gish, and I was, oh, maybe that's what it
Yeah.
was.
Got him.
I like that Grim has only been referring to her as Lunchiana.
Yeah.
Said
that's-
you should eat her.
That's who
I
she
like
is,
Tatiana.
honestly.
Lunchiana.
She's a different species.
Not cannibalism.
No, Drazat will not eat her. Okay.
She takes out a vial of poison and begins to drink it.
The poison, especially.
No,
for
that is it.
Luciana.
Drazat truly just had to get the little. He was, it's like a heartburn situation. It was happening. I had to get it out.
Like a furball.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? Exactly.
Yes.
You know that wouldn't happen if you didn't lick yourself.
Do you get
It's a compulsion,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not something I have
sure, it
much
is a compulsion.
Yeah. Everybody gets heroic inspiration as we have this little chat.
You're just sort of quietly
Yeah.
playing some music in the background.
I never-
I'm doing
I
this
never
by
take it off.
inspiring like good conversation.
Gotcha. So as that inspiring conversation winds down and everyone has their heroic inspiration slotted in place, what would you all like to do?
Are you Tibetan throat singing like this song?
Yeah.
Is that how we're getting our...
This is what the turtles sounded like.
Oh wait, do we have max? Did you do that thing with our max HP?
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
did. He
What is
texted
it?
us.
Eight.
Plus
Oh.
10
Plus
to your
10.
max.
My bad.
I'm gonna
You
bring
good,
Jeff
man?
Okay.
out of his hidey hole to help make sure no stone monsters come out of any of these places while we're walking by.
Sure. Stone cursed people.
Yeah, we've been here before.
I don't know what you're talking. Chat. What are they talking about? There's nothing on the screen.
This looks a little familiar.
Fucking play about us.
That's right. I played this game before.
I know your tricks.
Yeah, I'll lead the way and get us down the hallway, kind of leaning
Okay.
to the left, I guess.
As
What
you
does the map say?
This way.
I'll have Jeff be next to him,
Yep.
sensing.
Okay. All of you continue further down this massive corridor.
Is this where we were, or we haven't seen this yet?
We haven't seen
This
it
is more or less like where you are.
Okay.
Like you're as you're walking into this large expanse, you're
Opens up
seeing
the-
some of these
Okay.
structures kind of pop up.
Like an underground
Here and there.
town? Like
Mhm.
city? Is
Hmm.
it like abandoned?
I mean, you could think of this as like it took you a better part of a day to get down here, and you took some shortcuts. Most miners that would maybe work in the lower levels might also need to live here for a short time. You know, there
Oh,
might need
this
to be
is the
storehouses.
mines.
Yeah.
I got the
um,
black lung pop.
And you spy signs of that, signs of miners that may have been living here until recently, dishes left out to spoil, various tools not placed back where they belong, just sort of dropped onto the ground where they lay.
Where they ran away.
And odd is, since you're kind of leading the way, and because you had such a great perception roll before, you do eventually kind of spy the source of some of those sounds you heard. You see a dwarven miner sort of shambling mindlessly across the...
They're on this side of the
open
door
floor.
too. The robots are on this side. It's a zombie.
It
looks like a zombie.
Make an insight check, but yeah.
If it looks like a
Oh,
zombie,
Mr.
talks like a zombie.
19 on. That's a whatever insight 4. 23.
This appears to be undead.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell at first, but then as they turn to the side, you see that there is a massive part of their face that is like sheared off and missing.
Is this the only one?
This is the only one that you see currently.
I want to quietly dispatch this.
Okay. We'll say no worries about an attack roll, but make a stealth check to see if you can get in close without it noticing.
That is 8 and 6. 12.
14.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Against a nat 1, sir.
I'm like click.
You get in nice and close.
And it's like,
Careful, SpongeBob.
I push the sword in slowly.
No sound is made. You hear some sort of gargles. There are no gasps. No air enters or leaves this being. And as you pull your sword back out, it simply slumps onto the ground in a sort of peaceful drop.
Does he have any like identifying stuff on him? Like maybe let us know like where are we, stuff like that type of stuff. So yeah, I
Make an investigation
I pat
check.
this guy down for an ID.
Okay.
12.
You don't find like any identification necessarily, and you gather that a lot of these dwarven smiths are their own identification. After getting into the Pale Halls at large, you're sort of allowed to go wherever it is that you can go.
Gotcha.
I have an odd question.
This is Bob.
I have an odd question. So Nergath has a bunch of tombstones on his back, right?
He does.
Would you say
He did.
Did.
Well, when we saw the memory of the guy,
The memory of the guy.
did
The guy who
did we see
saw
his memory
Nergath.
or no? He just explained that to us.
He explained
I
it.
think you just explained
yeah,
it.
You
you-
didn't like actually see it.
The ghost guy.
Didn't we minor illusion Nurgle and we're like,
I
this is what
minor
you saw?
illusion Nurgle, and he said yes.
Yeah.
But he didn't make any like, nah, that was him, but no tombstones. Like, are you
Yeah.
he didn't say that. So he said that's the guy. That's the thing I saw.
I mean, I think his exact verbiage was something like more or less,
More or less is
What are you trying to do? You trying to?
or something like that.
Are you trying to
Yeah.
like?
He was a little
detect
nondescript.
object on the tombstone. Here lies. Here
Wait, can't
lies
you?
a-
Don't you have see invisibility?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's up. It's always up.
And you don't see nothing.
You do not.
Nurgle's John Cena.
Actually, you know what? Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
You see Nurgle in the corner.
Yeah.
Are you looking through your
Nurgle
eyes
off
or
the
your
top
rat
rope.
familiar's eyes?
Oh, the familiar's just kind of like with me and reporting back to me if anything happens. It's just communicating. So my eyes.
Okay.
My own eyes.
Mayonnaise?
My own
My
eyes.
own eyes.
Mayonnaise.
An instrument.
Got it.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
That is a 17
Okay.
with the chat roll. Thank you, chat.
Thanks, chat.
With your 17, you see no signs of Nergath or signs of life, though his meddling has been plenty apparent to you thus far in your travels.
Mm-hmm.
What you do see is a large open space just off the main pathway with a rectangular, a very expansive, like nearly 100 feet long, rectangular mural full of dwarven writing.
What's it
Almost
say?
like a Rosetta Stone, sort of.
What's it say?
Are you reading it?
Yup.
I will say you have to get a little closer.
Cursed.
I do a quick.
No swimming. Yeah.
I do a quick like look around to make sure there's no more of them little zombie things, and then I shimmy over there.
You all see Valoth sort of leaving the group carefully.
And the telepathic bond is up, so I'd be like, I'm going to check this thing out.
Okay, just be safe.
When am I not?
I'll go with you and just clank along with my terrible roll. Clank, click, clank, clank, click, click.
It reads in Dwarvish, in the age when stone was first set aflame with creation, the mighty giants ruled as arbiters of the gods. Though these deities were but shifting ideas, elusive and incomprehensible, in their colossal hands, divine ambiguity was forged into substance. They channeled the unknowable whispers of eternity into living matter. As you raise your hammer and feel the echo of ancient ringing in your soul, remember that every spark and every resonant strike pays homage to these titanic conduits of creation who once molded the very fabric of existence.
Drazad, they're talking about your god.
They're coming for your people.
They say every time you hit something with a hammer, it's like he's there.
Right. No,
Yeah.
That Drazad already knew that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what this says.
This is on the Rosetta Stone thing.
Drazad is.
Yeah.
It also says
Sort
that they breathed into people. That seems weird.
No, I think it meant like they
They breathe life.
breathe like life into
You don't know
people.
that. You didn't come read this.
No, that's.
This one that has comprehend languages?
No, he can read Dwarvish.
No, I read
Yeah, but he
Dwarvish.
didn't
No,
know-
no,
I also
Drazat-
just can read Dwarvish. I didn't need to
lived
cast
with
it.
dwarves for a very long time.
The translation's wrong here.
I know distinctly they,
They
were
weren't
not fond
kissing.
on breathing.
I don't know.
They weren't kissing. They were like,
And they also touched people with their hands.
Yeah.
It specifically calls it they touch people with their hands. It seems
No,
also weird.
I
Yeah.
think it more means they like breathe life into creation. You know,
they violated.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it definitely means that.
molded.
Yeah.
Right.
I was just testing you.
Oh,
You failed, Drazad.
Drazat can do anything.
Hearing?
Yeah, it fell out this morning, and
Aw.
I didn't know until
I was like,
it's at the
something's
house.
different.
I keep having to swap it around so they don't fucking close.
Sorry, I just.
No,
Got
Drazat.
distracted.
No, it is amazing that we've been together for this short amount of time. Nobody at work told me. Draven messaged me when he woke
It's
up
not
like
even on
4
the
hours
side
later,
next to me.
and he was like, "Here's your plug," and I was like, "Thanks." Fuck you guys. So, what do you think it is trying to tell us? Because Drazat already knew. Pyraxis is always with Drazat. We are besties.
Does Jeff sense any secret doors behind this thing?
As Jeff uses his,
Blindside?
Jeff.
is it Blindside or Tremor Sense?
Both.
Okay.
It's the rat, yeah?
Yeah.
You sense through the rat for any sort of disturbance in the earth or any opening behind this stone wall. It does appear to be completely thick, at least as
60 feet. Yeah.
as far as it can see. However, your creature does pick up on a subtle vibration that seems to like come in waves, very similar to what you felt with the turtles singing outside.
So two things. I don't think this thing is telling us anything other than people got really bored down here and decided to carve some words into a wall. There's no secret doors or anything that we need to. We don't need to like touch something with our hands or breathe into anybody's mouth to make a door open.
That makes sense. Yeah, Drazat has never had to do that.
But my my trustful companion Jeff is picking up some low humming, much like what we felt. It's not coming from where we came from, right?
Well, and as you sort of like second guess yourself and try to think back, you feel for the pulse and you try and ascertain where it's coming from. But then you realize you're not in your familiar senses right now. You're feeling it as Valoth.
Mm.
The vibration seems to murmur along with those same waves, the echoes, like the canyon before. You strain to discern that origin, but before you can make sense of it, the ground shudders violently.
Oh no.
I think the weapon's been fired.
From the swirling dust
What weapon?
in fractured rock
The
emerges a colossal figure, a mithril automaton forged in the image of a giant. Its appearance, heralded by the clamor of grinding gears, compels in you the same reverence that the clan Rolthar once held for these titans as it slows to a halt. A silence forms in the space between its steps until its enormous foot slams into the earth once more, cracking the ground beneath it as it pivots and begins to lumber in your direction. Everyone roll for initiative again!
Oh my god.
Advantage.
Again?
Uh,
you get advantage still?
Finally, we get to use this guy.
Hey!
He big, boys. He big.
What is the advantage?
Go watch the Battle of the Bands.
Staff of Warning used to give only the tuner, but now it gives the party.
What changed? Alex just told us that.
No,
No,
the new rules
2024.
when the new rules came
Oh,
out.
it's
Yeah.
not something he created.
No.
So I'm going to
just
get these
assume
lights
everything
on,
we have
and
is
I will
how
tell
it's
you guys, go ahead and place yourselves roughly here.
But what if I want to be like over here?
Actually, we're going to say you're closer to the center of the room here.
Yeah, is this big thing the Rosetta Stone that we just passed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Oh, that.
is-
And then this.
It's like really big.
Oh, it's a big boy, let me tell you.
Did you use this for Apollo?
Where's our death fodder?
No, we used
Luciana.
it for Battle of the Bands.
Oh, yeah,
That's what
thank you.
Where's the thing we throw at this so we can run away?
Where's our meat shield?
Now, I will tell you guys before we start this, I don't know if we're going to finish this combat before the session ends, but we're going to go for it anyway and see what happens.
Speaking of shield,
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Valoth, what did you roll?
Another dirty 20.
Oh my god, dude.
This advantage is nice.
That dice is in jail. Odd?
It
22.
was a different dice.
Jeez. Drazad?
17.
Damn.
Don't worry, mine's not that good. 14.
Okay.
That's still
I'm
pretty
fine
good.
with that.
It's above a 10. Above a 10.
Wait, I might have added the wrong thing. I did add the wrong thing. I added proficiency instead of initiative. It's 11.
Okay. Even better.
Sorry.
Yay.
Sorry.
Above a 10.
Now, I will assume.
You should never assume.
Okay, then.
Did
I'm
this
just
guy-
kidding.
No, you're free to assume.
No, yeah.
did this
You can
thing just,
assume.
like,
It can make out
turn
an
the
ass out of me.
corner or
That's
something?
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sort of burst through. It
through
didn't
the
burst
wall.
through the wall, but it like knocked a corner
Yeah,
like
yeah.
outcropping off of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
It didn't talk. Yeah.
Drazad, what I was going to assume, but will no longer, is that you cast Mending on your armor and shield.
Oh, we said he did.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Okay,
he
then.
did, yeah.
Cool. Then I'll take you at your word there. As we run to the top of initiative with Odd, what would you like to do? As this
We're not just
lumbering
saying that.
figure.
We did.
Yeah, we
No.
did say it.
Okay.
Even if-
roll the tapes back.
Honestly, even if you didn't, it's fine.
Okay.
Good, because we did it. No, I'm
We
just
did.
kidding.
We did it. Because I even offered to do it.
You so did.
Valoth, you're on deck, by the way.
Yeah, well, I know what I'm doing.
Hey, JT, if you happen to be watching this, you're on your last chance, buddy. That's my therapist, my physical therapist.
Yo.
Oof. Rough,
Also,
dude.
thanks for fixing my back, by the way.
Also, we're cool. You know?
And chat, while Odd decides what to do, this stat block is one I worked very hard on. I think you're going to like
This
it.
one's
Oh,
custom?
great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's
the
it
last
called?
one was, too.
What's
The
it
scrapper
called?
was. Mithril Giant.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Is it an
That sounds
automaton?
terrible.
I almost called it a Mithril Golem, but it's made in the image of a giant.
Yeah.
So,
It's automaton, too?
yes.
Okay. So Odd is.
It appears to be.
Odd is gonna start to play his drum, and as he does, his image shifts, and he's gonna cast mirror image on himself. And
Okay.
then run up and engage with this guy, and then on his way, he's gonna throw a bardic at. I don't know.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, at floor.
Yay.
All right.
D8 or 10 now?
It's 10.
You see a number of odds appear just shy of his space as he sprints off into action.
Like, let's get him, boys.
And as you look at one of the mirror images that lags behind, it just sort of winks at you and then begins to sprint. You get your inspiration from it as Odd swarms this automaton, hoping to confuse its sensors. Beep boop. Beep,
Oh, I
boop,
thought you
bop.
misspoke. I was like, what? But that makes sense.
Confuse its sensor array.
Beep, boop, pop.
That's it.
That's
Oh,
it?
you can't do anything else?
No.
Oh, yeah,
just
mirror
spell,
image is
yeah,
an action now.
spell, yeah.
Doy.
Yeah.
All right, Valoth, what would you like to do?
Alf is gonna pull out his brand new toy.
Oh.
How big is this thing?
How big
It is huge sized.
Huge. Okay.
It
Uh,
get him work.
Yeah. Stop.
Pulls out his new toy and says, how big is this?
It's huge. Good. No.
I was laughing.
Valoth is gonna pull out the engraved silver that Drazad made for him, and gonna say, "Well, I guess it's no time like now to try this out." As he
Angel's gonna be so sad he missed this.
he lunges the emblem forward, and utters some incantations as out forth pours a draconic spirit.
Ooh, okay. How big is the draconic spirit?
Large.
Large.
You got a large dragon right there. The little green one.
The one right in front
Right
of
in front of you. Yeah.
you.
Or do you want to
Do you have a young blue dragon?
Like, I will take the blue.
I will take the blue dragon because this dragon spirit, is
Oh, nice.
similar to the summoned the summon shadow altar spell
Metal,
that
baby.
Valoth has created, and this too has shares Valoth's eyes as his eyes go full black and the blues pop up in the dragon's eyes.
Is this Dragoth?
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Just drag off, baby.
Yes.
You've heard of Dungeons and Dragons, but this is Dungeons and Dragoth.
Yeah.
And as an icy cold pours out of its mouth,
Yeah.
it's gonna multi-attack this thing.
Okay.
One
Are you
of-
concentrating?
Yes.
Or
I am
can
now
you drop that
concentrating
on the?
this.
Give me that ring.
So I think it takes its turn.
Immediately after yours?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
It shares my initiative count, but it takes it immediately after my. So before I end my turn, I'm gonna go. Yoop.
Bravely run away.
Oh, you have like a spirit. It's not you.
Yeah, that's not me.
I
I did not polymorph into a dragon.
Yeah.
No.
Not yet.
Wait till true polymorph. And it's gonna make its breath weapon attack. So I need a dex save from this thing.
Okay. That is low. Oh, but it gets advantage on those. I always forget about magic resistance. It's the same roll, so an 8.
God, min damage.
Yay!
Dude.
It's gonna take 2 cold damage.
I'm so
That's so
happy.
cute.
As ice forms
Adorable.
over its metallic exterior, you do see that it takes all 2 of that cold damage.
Sweet.
However, you become immediately aware that this creature has it's really, really sturdy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gathered that.
Oh, it's actually got a 10-foot reach, so it would be
There.
it would be
Oh,
10 foot
shit.
back.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
So does it.
Oh, great.
That's fine. Then
You know who doesn't have a 10-foot reach? Yeah. Yeah, this
it's
guy.
gonna make 2 rend attacks on it.
Oh yeah, good old Rend attacks.
I
I say good old, they're new.
and that's gonna be a 16 to hit and a 21 to hit.
21 hits, 16 does not.
Okay. So then it's gonna take. Draw. 9 plus 5 is 14.
No. Yes.
Yep.
14 slashing?
piercing damage.
Piercing. As the dragon lunges forward, using its long neck to reach out towards the construct and bite into it, you hear its teeth scrape like nails on a chalkboard against its hardy metal exterior. It takes half damage from that.
For
So it
what?
will take 7.
Piercing.
Are you doing anything else?
That is it.
Okay. It is now the giant's turn. And seeing Odd run up in front of it, it is going to take one of its massive hands that you now notice has sort of a mechanized screw like a vice grip and try and grab you.
Hit me first.
Well, that is a 28 to hit, so I think it will.
Yeah, that hit.
Uh-oh.
Roll a d6 for each of your remaining duplicates. If any d6 are 3 or higher. Okay, so roll 3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any roots and vines?
Okay, you hit one of the other odds.
So now you'll
yeah.
have a
Down to
duplicate.
2.
As it grabs that duplicate and you see it disappear into mist, you see. Make an insight check.
Okay. 17 plus a bunch.
Okay.
Plus 4. 20. 21.
You see the creature actually take its arm and begin to lift behind its head before stopping, and then it brings up its other arm, like it was about to do something after it grabbed the creature. It didn't, but something may happen after.
Are there any roots or vines?
It
around
throws
here?
you.
Not
Slams
this
you
deep
in
in
the
the earth,
ground.
but you certainly could conjure
Has a-
some.
like its thumb is a drill, you said?
No, it's like a vice grip, and there's like a
Oh,
screw
I
that
got you, I
tightens
got
it,
you, I got you.
sort of mechanized, so it like clamps down, and then
It juices you.
Yeah, and then
it's going to use its second attack with its other arm. It reaches out towards you, Flora, but you're well beyond its reach, you can see. And then suddenly, Odd, from your perspective, you see a coiled spring begin to shake and rattle, and said,
Watch out!
and that arm shoots out at an explosive speed towards you.
That's why I ran away.
Oh, you can use your action to Bardic. If this is
That is a 17 to hit.
What? That does not hit.
oh nice.
What would the Bardic do?
I
17
thought you
doesn't
actually
hit.
use it like a shield
Damn.
spell.
Oh,
You roll my D10
okay.
and add that to your AC,
Okay. Yeah.
or you can add it to hit if you.
My armor class is 18.
Okay. Well, in
Nice.
that case, seeing its arm shoot past you, gripping some of the stone behind you, and then dislodging it, you can see how useful this machine might have been in mining operations. As a coiled mithril cord then begins to retrieve the
Reel it
arm,
in.
the rock comes back, and then it goes to lift it up again, and it drops it in place before stepping just beyond you, Odd. Staying in your range. It's going to position right here. And then you see it bend over a little bit with both its arms crossed until it rips out a 20-foot emanation.
Oh, fun.
Light begins to ripple through the chamber, brighter even than the mithril veins. And as it hits on those mithril veins, it sort of reflects and refracts, making it hard for you to see. I need everyone within 20 feet to make a con save.
I was gonna say before it does a thing, I am gonna make myself resistant to lightning damage. That's also something that happens with this spell.
Okay.
And then a con save from the dragon.
Well, I don't think you're within 20 feet of it.
No, but just
Right, for the dragon.
I have to choose that on cast. So before anything like that happens to me.
15.
Okay, 15,
20.
20.
Is this to avoid or end the triangle?
No, it is not.
I'm.
He is a charming boy, though. Love the paint job on it.
Yeah.
15, 15, 20,
Dragon got 18.
18. Everyone but Drazad fails the saving throw.
blinded.
So all of you are
20, so the save was either 19 or 20.
you all are blinded and take you're knocked prone, blinded, and take 39 points of radiant damage.
39.
Drazad, you take half, and you
Yeah.
don't get any of those conditions as you stand strong against this creature.
38, so that's
Why did I take-
Lucian,
Why did I take that?
You didn't.
no, Drazad.
Oh, you
Yeah,
said
it's
odd.
Luciana's also knocked back and blinded.
I cannot see past the big boy
Yeah.
too much.
I can't reach.
What's half of 30?
Oh, no, odds. No, I'm not blinded.
Half of 30.
Odd and
is,
the dragon are.
19.
19, that's not.
One more.
The last one.
How
Why are
many
you taking
points?
half?
39?
I'm resistant to.
Radiant.
And is Odd prone back there?
Oh,
You gotta put me prone.
blinded.
Blinded. Blinded by the light. Okay. As the giant sort of internal contraptions begin to wind down, many of you are blinded, but you can hear that pulse may not be an every turn thing, as its cooling systems begin to work to bring that back online.
Good enough.
With that, we now move to Drazad's turn, the only one left not blinded in this chamber aside from Valoth. What would you like to do?
The dragon has blind sight, so it's good.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I know they're all like close.
Just making it up, I guess.
No,
to
it
each other. I'm
has
kidding,
blind
I'm kidding,
sight.
I'm
I just
kidding.
was gonna
I'm
wait till it's
joking.
his turn to be like, "Hey, I can still see."
Is
Is everybody within 10 feet of it or outside of 10 feet of it? Which one?
Most people are within 10 feet. You and Valoth would be the only ones outside of 10 feet of it.
Okay. Then we are
I is
not-
run away.
We are not going to do that. Because I'm going to kill everybody if I do that. Flippity
39.
Mm-hmm.
freaking heck.
Big AoE.
So I don't know if this will actually do too much because it probably has a pretty good constitution. Well, crap. No, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention to my initiative order like I should have been.
That's okay. I should have made you aware.
I'm gonna do my usual. No, y'all all just took 39 points of damage, didn't y'all?
Everyone did. Yep.
I did. got resistance.
Ah,
right, okay.
Good old radiant resistance.
Well, let me wait a little
Forget that comes up sometimes.
I will. Screw it. I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
bad
You are now
choice.
concentrating on Spirit Guardians as the little Drozds
E53.
emanate from you and begin to swim around in the air. The Mithril Giant makes a saving throw and fails it
Perfect. He takes
pretty miserably.
13 radiant damage.
Okay. As your Drozd pours into this mithril construct, you see the light basically reflected off of that plating. It takes no damage.
What kind of damage is that?
What?
Radiant.
It's immune to radiant.
Oh no.
I mean, you can choose to drop concentration, but it does still have half move speed while in it.
No,
so
no.
Mhm. True.
that's
Very true.
agnostic of the damage type.
Okay. Well, that is a problem. Okay. No bonus actions. I mean, I have some, but like, I'm not really gonna use that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna be back here with Bella. I'll be like, girl. Bella, he is completely immune to radiant damage, just as a heads up. So like, don't waste your time. Hey everybody on the ground, I know you are blinded and cannot see me, but get out of 10-foot radius from the monster.
We've all got the telepathic bond, so you could have said that in their head so the monster
I'm still
doesn't know.
screaming it out loud.
Okay.
The monster can hear us. He's probably stupid. Come on.
Flora, as you hear these words, the only thing that your senses can really process at this moment, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
Trying to figure out what I can do without seeing.
Right. Odd, you're on deck.
How do you get rid of the blind?
You are only sorry. I should have mentioned you're blinded until the end of your next, or sorry, the start of your next turn.
So I'm not
Start of your
blinded?
next turn, so she's not blinded anymore.
Sorry, end of your next turn.
Okay.
That makes
There you go.
Wow, it's
I-
like
I-
we're just making it up.
no. I've got it in here. There's a lot of stuff. Hang on. Sorry, blinded condition until the start of the Giant's next turn is what I have.
Okay.
That makes
Yeah.
That's gross.
Okay.
He definitely just made that up.
If I
No.
wild shape, does
It's
the
right here.
condition-
Huh?
If I wild shape, does the condition carry over?
Yes,
Okay.
Wild shape into something with blinds.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh.
that's the idea.
nice.
But I don't want to be up there.
Who will be a better?
What else has blind sight? I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna
Ghosts? No.
Oh God, don't do a shark on land.
This
Playing shark.
is blind sight.
There's a lot of the owl has blind sight. That's probably not useful for combat.
Mole or something, some kind of subterranean creature.
Giant mole.
I mean, honestly, the giant bat might end up being your best bet,
Yeah, they ain't
Pudding
gonna
has
fly
it.
around.
but that's not a. It's not a beast,
Not a
unfortunately. I have been trying to make some more exciting beasts, and I apologize. I would allow you to turn into one of the turtles, but I didn't have time to make that stat block yet. And I guess technically you could if you just want to take one of the tortoises that already exist and reflavor it for now to have blind sight. I would be okay with that.
There's no tortoise.
Ah, well, there you have it. We'll be the first.
Giant tortoise.
I got you a homebrew to make up, Alex.
Yeah.
I don't
And give you
know.
the Blastoise
I don't
stats,
know
I
what
mean.
can do.
You might just have to giant bat if you want to overcome the blind sight. Otherwise, you can still like stand and try and fight as normal.
It'd just be disadvantage.
It would just be disadvantaged on your attacks, and you wouldn't be able to cast spells that require you to see. Maybe you could do like an AOE.
That's what I'm looking for. 3.
You could cast Entangle right in front of you. And
See you,
just turn
Grim.
and
Hope you have a great
run.
night, buddy.
Bye.
Be safe.
Everything says I have to see it.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm going through the same thing.
It's rough for spellcasters. There should at least be an AOE that you can do. I mean, Entangle
There
might be a
is.
thing.
I got it.
Okay.
Oh. I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set something up that I can't use yet, but I'll be able to use it. So could I hold a bonus action and heal this
You can. I mean, you can hold a full action until after his turn, and then basically, like as soon as you can see again, let loose.
I'm gonna set something up as an action, and then I'll hold a bonus action.
Okay.
Do that.
What you say? You're setting something up as an action.
I want to cast Wrath of Nature.
Okay. Yeah, you can totally do that.
Okay.
And then what's the bonus action you're holding?
I'm gonna make it throw rocks at him, but it says as a bonus action you can cause a loose rock in the cube to launch at a creature you can see.
Yeah, I would allow that. That's totally fine.
So I'll use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
And then I am still within range of him right there. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't see. So I'm just
You
gonna,
feel an intimidating presence right in front of you.
I'm just gonna cast it directly in front of me.
Okay. As you cast Wrath of Nature, the colors within the chamber and within the expanse, the range of the spell specifically, become more vibrant and more lively. You can see, even though the earth is not moving beneath its feet, it is beginning to shake and tremor
So
outside of its own footfalls.
Move away from.
it's a 60-foot cube,
Yeah, run away.
but I think I only get one of these effects because there's no grasses and undergrowth, there are no trees, and you said there's no roots and vines.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all here.
It's
There's a
very,
tree,
very
like, over
deep.
there.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really all I can do.
Okay. Well, then you are holding
Are we-
your.
I'll back up, but I'm in his range, so he's gonna try to hit me, and I can't see anything.
Well, it's until the start of his turn, so
I
you'll at
know.
least be able to see it
You
coming
can
then.
teleport away, but then you won't get
I
your
can't.
Yeah,
bonus
teleport to a
action.
spot
She's
you can
gotta-
see.
She's got to see.
Yeah, I can't do it. I literally
Yeah.
can't. That's the only thing I have that I can do.
Back
Yeah,
of
but he's
that, back of
gonna
that
hit me.
ass up.
Oh, because of.
His reach.
So
Oh, I
I'm
forgot
staying
about
where I'm
opportunity
at.
attacks.
Okay. Odd, it is your
What
go.
are you trying to
Valoth,
do?
you're on deck. What would you like to do?
Caleb, what are you trying to do?
I hate you right now.
It's a very debilitating condition.
Yeah.
Really hard.
Caleb.
Hold on.
He's messaging.
Oh.
I want to.
Hey, Caleb.
Hey,
My
Caleb. I
bad.
was like,
I thought you
I
saw
want
me
to
be
cast
like.
a spell
Okay.
in front of me.
You stand up, I assume.
Yeah, I stand up, and then I'm gonna cast a spell in front of me. I want to do a hypnotic pattern, kind of like trying not to hit my friends that I can't see.
Yeah, I
But how
mean,
big is this guy? I mean,
we have
He is
disadvantage on
that
attack
size.
rolls, so-
He is
that-
huge, so he takes up
3 by
a
3?
15 by 15 foot square. Yeah, so 3 by 3.
No, 30-foot cube. Is that 3 by 3?
No,
No.
30-foot
It's
cube is 6 by 6.
6.
All right, so I'm trying to cast
It's
a
this.
hypnotic pattern, like in front of me, to try and catch him, but not catch anybody else. I guess.
I don't
Well,
know if you can do that when you're
here's the
blind.
thing.
Yeah, I can't see where.
Here's
to
the
throw.
thing, right? They have to be able to see the pattern. Correct?
Oh.
I don't know.
He
It
may
doesn't
not.
say that. I don't think.
No, I'm saying your allies aren't going to see the pattern because they're blinded.
Yeah. good
So it
point.
kind of works in your favor.
Yeah,
If you just drop
each
it.
creature in the area who can see the pattern.
Mm.
So you inadvertently
you,
stumbled
buddy.
onto something really clever.
perfect.
I really like it.
That's good.
Yeah, just drop it right there.
Yeah. Okay.
Who cares?
Roll. Yeah. Stand up, and then I start weaving the colors, and I'm like, so just throw it indiscriminately in front of me.
You all can't see anything, but you feel like the area just got more disco-y.
Yeah, that's right. You need a whiz save.
Oh, he's so good at
Suddenly
these.
feel
He's
like
so
Foxy
he's so good at
Cleopatra.
these.
A
So
German
good.
brain.
Oh, it is magic resist too.
I thought your dragon had blind sight.
But I don't
That's
know
a
how
7.
I don't know how blind sight works
Is he
with
gonna
seeing a pattern.
Use a legendary.
He doesn't have one.
Oh, okay.
Hey, yeah, Alex.
Oh.
Question about the seeing the pattern. The dragon does have blind sight. I don't know how.
Oh, well then, yeah, he
Yeah,
would see
well,
it.
He's incapacitated.
So is he still
The dragon?
blinded? Like, does he still have the blinded condition? So he
Who?
was the dragon because he
Yes.
has blind sight.
Yes,
so
it
still
cannot
has the
see with its regular
disadvantages.
eyes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I see.
Are,
So the
but blind. I think blind sight does actually make you immune, right?
I will say you this.
immune to the blinded condition?
I don't
so.
think so.
I don't know.
Is he immune to
Yeah, I'll
charm?
look it up.
I'm looking, Morgan.
Because this is a charm effect.
He is immune to charm.
Oh, so it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry. I didn't realize that.
I just want to make sure. Yeah.
I appreciate you double checking,
Yeah.
especially because it's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're like, get the fuck away from this thing. Yeah. I don't
You hear a voice in front of you. Pretty lights.
Great.
Yeah, I would say that if you're blinded but you have blind sight, you can still see. I'm not saying that it needs to make the save for hypnotic pattern. We can forget about that. That's fine. But I will say that he can still see.
Okay.
Just to kind of speed things along, because I don't. Odd, you're not doing anything else, huh?
I got bonus action I can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna activate my Celestial Revelation.
Activated my
Okay.
trap card.
Yeah, and then I don't know which one I want to do.
Well, while you think about it,
Yeah,
we'll move
go
to
ahead.
Valoth. What would you like to do, Valoth? You can still see.
Yeah. So me, yeah, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna get the fly speed.
Okay. Your radiant wings sprout from your the back of your armor there, as you sort of haphazardly begin to float a little bit, but you're worried about losing touch with the ground because you
Can't
lost
see.
your bearings. Yeah.
Hi, dude, I was looking at this and then we were looking at Blindside and now I've forgotten what I wanted to do.
I can ask a question while you're thinking.
Yeah, go for it.
Can I change what I'm holding as a bonus action?
Yeah, I'm fine with
I'm
that.
holding a teleport.
Okay.
So as
Instead
soon
of
as I
your
can
wrath.
see, I'm
Okay.
gonna teleport.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That is a good idea.
I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb. It wasn't that I was gonna do, but we're just gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast it at the second level.
It's not radiant, is it?
I get to choose.
Don't pick
And the
radiant.
dragon
Don't
has done
pick
cold,
radiant.
and I know it's not resistant to that.
Have we done fire damage to it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think we have.
I rolled in an 18, didn't hit last time. But we need to do damage to this thing. What do you texted me already, and I didn't.
No,
really
I
know you're trying
actually
to do.
didn't text you because me typing
We
up
got
the
a
text
bunch of
message to you
dice
made me
rolls.
realize that half of the damage is radiant damage.
We got a bunch
Yeah.
of dice rolls in chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a dice
Yes,
roll.
we do. Thank you, chat.
Yeah, thank y'all so much. Ugh.
I'm gonna take an 11 for a 21 total to hit because I know that hits because I did
Blinded me
that
with
last
All
time.
right. 21 does hit. As your chromatic orb leaves your palm, it sort of levitates slowly through the atmosphere, containing a
ball of
frigid
ice.
ball of ice. It strikes against the mithril plate and shatters as ice begins to crack along the surface.
21 points of damage.
Nice.
Dang.
Okay. It takes all 21 of that for sure.
Double 20.
And it bounces, but there's nothing else for it to bounce to.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately. You do anything else?
bounce it onto itself. Yeah.
Continue to run. Nice. I love it. Okay. It is now the mithril
Now it
giant's.
is my dragon's turn
Your dragon's turn. You're right. Thank you.
because I know what it's doing. It's gonna use half of its movement to stand up. Now how'd that work with the fly speed?
It still takes half movement to stand up.
Yeah, but it has a 30-foot stand speed and a 60-foot fly speed, so it would use half of its stand speed to get up, so only 15.
I think technically the rule would be it's like largest move speed. However,
Okay.
let's just do the stand speed. Make it easy. I don't really
I'm
care.
asking questions that don't actually really matter, to be quite frank, because it's
I'll
not
look it up
moving.
after the session. That is a good question, but I think it is the largest move speed.
Okay.
It wouldn't make sense if it had like the primeval owlbear, for example, now has a 5-foot move speed. It wouldn't make sense for it to just be like, oh yeah, I use that.
Yeah.
But keep my,
Yeah.
you know.
My more. It needs to make a dex save. I rolled the
Okay.
damage, and we'll see whether it's half or not.
Is this a magical effect?
It's
again.
a breath weapon.
Yeah. This time that's a little better. That is a 15.
That does not save.
Okay. Doesn't
So,
save.
It takes 6 cold damage.
6 as the ice begins to spread even further. You can hear the joints kind of cracking and creaking as it continues to move against the frigid temperatures that now assault its inner workings.
As I get a 28 and a 16 hit, I know the 16 doesn't hit.
Yeah, the 28 does.
9 plus 3, 12 points of piercing, half to
Okay.
6.
Half to 6. as the dragon once again bites at it, trying to find a point that will allow it to sink its teeth in fully. It merely just scrapes across the top. Some of that mithril dust is just scattered in the wind.
And I'm going to have the dragon get just within its reach, because I saw how
so
far
it is still
could
within
reach. Yeah, but behind it, like kind of, it's trying to lure it away.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
It is now the mithril giant's turn, and
So all the
it
blindness
is
goes away?
all the blindness goes away. So Flora, I believe you teleport.
Yep.
Blip.
What did you pass? To get
Where are
the
you
dragon?
going?
Up on
Summon
those
dragon.
stairs.
Summon dragon.
Here,
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Luciana didn't go, but we'll say she stood up and was worried for her life.
Our meat shield's not very meaty.
And can someone take odds blinded off as well?
I did.
Now for the fun part.
Aha!
Haha! Does not get its pulse back. What it will do instead, seeing that Flora teleported away and the dragon is running away and Valeth is running away, I think
He's gonna run away.
it's going to attack the dragon with its vice grip. Actually, I'm gonna re-roll that. It would have hit the dragon, but I want to do it in a different order. It's gonna hook arm Valoth, which has a 60-foot range. I think it can get to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it needs 12 squares. So it extends its arm once again and fires off. That is a 13 to hit.
Nope. Valoth matrix backwards with his all black eyes. He thinks that he can't see, but I can.
As the arm goes sailing past you, once again gripping some loose stone and then recoiling back into its socket, it is going to turn and attack the dragon now. That is an 18 to hit.
That doesn't. It has a 19 AC.
Hell yeah!
19,
Because
yeah.
it's
I should have kept the roll as I had it, but
Yeah.
it reaches out with its vice grip, and the dragon just narrowly squeezes out of it before it fully clamps down. That is its turn, and I don't think it's. I think it wants to. It's going to stay there. It's not going to move out of range, take an opportunity attack. So now we move to Drazad's turn. That was a big fat nothing turn for this guy.
get wrecked by
Like
the
that.
Valoths.
Right.
Like that.
Don't expect that to continue.
Drazad is.
I had a silver barbs ready.
You guys, he's immune to radiant damage, so I think I might be like kind of useless here if he's immune to fire too.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, I guess we'll figure it out. Hey, big boy, and he'll cast heat metal.
me what you got.
There you go.
Heat metal. Now run away.
Make a con save, please.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Silvery barbs.
Okay.
No.
It's a 10.
I said I had silver barbs. I forgot I took a roll on my turn to hit with chromatic.
Oh,
I have silver barbs.
no, I say silvery barbs.
Silvery barbs.
Hopefully one day catch him off guard.
That's a 10 on
Okay.
his con save.
It does
Low.
11 fire damage.
Okay, and he takes all of that damage as you see the mithril begin to glow
Run
white
away.
hot.
Hell yeah.
Still looking quite healthy, I will say.
Sure.
What would you like to do from there, Drazad? Are you concentrating on heat metal now? Is that concentration?
Yes, I will be concentrating on heat.
It's
metal.
already on. I just
Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh, because Spirit Guardians and not wind drum.
yeah. Screw that.
And yeah, right. I think that's everything that I can do for this turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Flora, it is now your go, and Odd, you're on deck.
Okay.
So first, I'm going to bonus action throw a rock.
Okay.
Get to
Oh,
roll.
Luciana's on deck. Don't let me forget.
Oh yeah.
She actually gonna fight?
Oh yeah, she has been in the last several combats. She be doing stuff. Throw that rock.
9 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay. As a boulder is lifted from the floor, clashing against the armor of this construct, you see it is hardly phased. It takes boulders to the face pretty often.
Cool. Yeah, it does.
Then I'm going to use my action.
It does take 4 points from that.
I'm gonna use my action to cast Thunder Wave.
Thunder Wave, got it. Watch your mic position, by the way.
Ooh.
Thanks.
Oh, wait, I don't have the range that I thought I did on that.
It's like right in front of you.
Yeah.
It's like 10 feet in front of you.
1 second.
Is it really? Oh, yeah, because it's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
no,
not
it's
getting up
not
close. It's not, but I'm not getting close to it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh, is that
I'm
your
sorry.
clap?
Yeah, Thunderclap is what you're thinking.
Good night, Jason. It's good to see you, buddy.
Good night.
Have a good night, man.
We won't be up for too much later. You won't miss much.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you'll miss a lot, actually.
I'm gonna actually do Erupting Earth.
Okay.
That one is not concentration.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
And it fits the theme of your rock throwing.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
That's okay.
fighting with D&D Beyond. Okay, he has to make a dex save.
Got it. He's so good at these.
Yeah.
He does have advantage on them. He's
I
just
still
been
might do
sucking.
Sam.
I think he does make that
has.
with a 19.
Yeah.
It was immune.
But he takes half
Yeah.
as much damage.
So it would
Okay.
basically
It's
just be
bludgeoning
casting it from
again,
one side of
but-
it.
So a quarter.
What's the other bit?
Yeah, but it's
It does
difficult
both
terrain
of those types
now.
Okay. Good to know.
at the same time. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Basically.
High damage?
21.
21.
Wow.
So he'll take
5d6
5
is-
from
yes.
that.
You got your reaction ring?
Rip.
No, because I.
As the earth begins to erupt
No.
all
I
around
used it to
him,
make
he
a chat roll, so
sinks
until my
about
turn, I
5
don't.
feet down, but just quite easily steps up with one of his large legs, lifting him back up from the ground. You do see a small dent in the mithril,
But
he is.
difficult
But what about his
terrain.
small legs? What are they doing?
Yeah, his small legs are not doing much. Just like Luciana, she.
4 extra limbs.
Oh, I only rolled 3d12. It was supposed to be 4.
Okay.
This is 10.
Okay.
So
10
he'll
more.
take 2 more.
2 more. So Luciana, now able to see, she sort of blinks her eyes open. She draws her short sword and scimitar. Here goes nothing. As she charges in, making 3 attacks on this creature in a flurry. You can tell that she's just kind of swinging wildly at this point, hoping to land a blow. Oof. Highest was 16, so she misses all 3.
Get your shit together, Luciana.
Ding, ding, ding.
She is going to. Damn, the stat block doesn't have
Bonus action disengage.
bonus action disengage. That sucks. Okay. Well, she was already in range, but now she's
I
like
thought she
really
had that
in
last
range.
time.
Did she? She has uncanny dodge.
Oh, and that's what it
there we
was.
go.
That's what it was. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
yeah.
So she misses on all 3 attacks as the blades are basically, they're making contact, but they're just clinging off of this extremely sturdy mithril as she turns to the rest of you with a slight look of horror in her eyes. We now move to Odd. Valoth, you're on deck.
Now that I can see, he's gonna start casting a spell, pulling out a bunch of spears, and he starts stabbing them in the ground around this thing as the back end of the spears start to creep up, and as they make a net over the top of them, they all
Ooh.
cinch down on
Hold.
them. I need a wisdom save.
Okay.
Hold thing.
Yeah,
Hold monster.
old monster.
Get held.
Oh, advantage. I forgot. That did not help. A 10.
I didn't roll my portents for today.
Oh, you need those. Yeah, as the net comes and connects as it goes over him, it just cinches them down and locks them down. Yeah.
You hear the gears like grinding against themselves.
You can repeat this at the end of each of your turns. You are paralyzed though.
Yeah.
Paralyzed is real bad.
So he got nothing.
Yeah.
He
You
can see if he
autofail
gets his
dex saves,
recharge,
right?
but
On paralyze.
Huh?
Autofail dex.
Part of
saves?
ask the,
Big
ask the
I'm looking it
professional.
up. I'm looking it up.
He's got a hat now.
You're incapacitated. Your speed is 0.
Incapacitated
Saving throws affected. You automatically fail strength and dex. Attacks affected. Attacks have advantage, and anything that hits auto
Is a
crits.
crit.
Got it. That will be quite useful.
And then what is incapacitated? You can't take actions, right?
You can't take actions, reactions, or bonus actions.
yeah.
Yep.
So can you do your emanation?
Well, it can get the recharge.
Oh, okay.
It gets an additional recharge roll, but that's like literally all it can do.
Yeah.
So Valoth, it is your go.
Yeah, I might as well take a couple steps back.
Okay.
And then I'll give
Always in the way.
I'll wink at the dragon.
Well, can't you? Oh, okay. What does the
Freaking
dragon get from that?
cats, Man.
Bardic.
A bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Marek.
Did you move?
Yeah, I want to
Same
move out of
way,
range of its like blow up thingy. Do we know how far that went?
It was a 20-foot emanation. You would have seen that.
Yeah. I
You know,
wanna get,
you
I
saw
wanna
it.
get like
Yeah.
25 feet. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah, and it doesn't even drop whenever it gets hit. That's awesome. Okay. Valoth, it is your go. What would you like to do? As you see the creature begin to grind to a halt, being held down by these radiant
We have
strands.
advantage on it, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna chromatic orbit
Orbeez.
I'm a orbit.
for a 24 to hit
24 definitely hits.
and an auto crits.
Yes, it does. Hee hee, boy. You guys have solved the puzzle.
Did we?
Yeah, no, I roll it.
We have to do enough damage before this thing comes back.
Yeah.
6 plus 4, that's 10. That's doubled to 20 cold.
Okay, 20 cold damage as that ice forms once again, freezing over the joints. I imagine you're trying to like hold it in place so it doesn't move again. Whenever even
Stay
after.
down, stay down, stay down, stay down. And back away further.
Valdo's like, I was not quite out of range of that last attack.
Yeah, no, I was not. I thought I was. That's why I didn't even count 30. I was like, yeah, just move further. Then cold breath. It's auto gonna fail the dex save. That is 6 cold damage.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna make my first rend attack for a 21 to hit,
21 hits
and then my
crits.
second rend. Two threes for 213.
Both miss. But the first one will do normal damage this time.
You can add a bardic to one of those.
I don't think I'll get high enough.
Okay. It's a D10.
No, I know. I'd have to roll like 7 or higher, I think.
You got it.
Yeah, you're right. He's got it. Why not? I'm gonna. Yeah, I knew. Okay. Yeah, no, that'll hit.
What is
Above
it?
20.
Perfect.
22.
Okay, that will definitely hit. So you hit on both of them.
And the rends are d6 plus 9, so that's the d6s will be doubled, so it's 18 all day, but 18 half. So it's gonna take 9, and then double
But
it, and then just
Well, it's
whatever.
crit, so it just does the normal amount.
Well, no, because it gets pluses. The pluses don't double, right? We just double dice on crits.
Oh, right.
So it would be taking 9 from each.
Just
hit.
tell me how much it should
Yeah.
take with the crit, and we'll have it from there. Thank you.
Okay.
Trying to do the math for you.
I was gonna say it's gonna be 9 plus 6 is what it should take. Period.
And then you.
I've
make
already
that.
halved everything. 9
Okay,
plus
so
okay.
15.
15. Yes.
Good job.
From
Piercing.
both attacks?
Yes.
Okay. As your dragon finally finds a bit of purchase in a foe that is unable to move, it circles back to the mithril giant's turn.
And the dragon's gonna fly up there, taking a cue out of
He's
Odd's
gonna
book.
say,
We're gonna see if this giant breaks free. Ooh, that is a 17.
Silvery barbs.
Who's it hitting?
Huh? He's trying to break free of the.
Trying to break free.
Yeah.
I thought he was hitting. I was like, well, that doesn't hit the
He
dragon.
does not break free. Wait, can I re-roll with advantage?
Huh?
No, it's just you
Or just
roll,
re-roll one dice.
Must re-roll
Sword,
the
then
d20 and use the lower roll.
Okay. Yep.
It says
Yep.
the
Fire or
d20.
sword?
Negates
Sword, that's fine.
advantage. Heard it here first, folks. Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible
You give
first level
yourself
spell.
advantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna give. Can I give myself? advantage? Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I
It
will
says
keep
specifically
the-
you can choose
I will
yourself.
keep this for myself.
Drazad, it is your go. Your meat bag awaits, sir.
Bonus action. Eat metal.
I wish Luciana wasn't right there. Aggravating.
Do you have to pick the creature? Because I mean, the other things have moved out far enough that can't you center it further away? Like, couldn't you put it here to not hit Luciana?
Yeah, you
Because
are
we've
right about
moved
that.
far enough away now.
I really hate to waste a 5th level spell, but like we need to do some damage to this thing.
I definitely appreciated wasting that 5th level spell.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's an absolutely cracked spell. I
Yeah.
really even after the new rules and stuff, I don't think it should be 5th level. I think it should be like 6th or 7th. It's kind of ridiculous.
I agree with you. Probably at 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You'll see Drazad. Luciana, I really hope this misses you, girl. And he'll cough up, and you just see like sulfur basically from his lightning core in his hand.
Ooh,
And he'll-
sulfur burps.
Yeah, he'll die, and he just casts the sulfur out, and you'll see probably about right here, the sulfur will kind of come swirl, and it'll just kind of start glowing brighter and brighter, almost as if it's catching on fire,
Okay.
and it will just kind of the same thing as what Dawn did, just a vertical column, just in a 10-foot radius and a 40-foot high cylinder.
Hell yeah.
I need him to make a. Where did it go? Dexterity saving throw.
Easy. He fails.
Perfect. Okay. I'm going to roll twice. So he's going to take 20
Why do you roll twice?
fire damage.
Oh, I see. From the different types.
And then he's going to take 21 from the radiant damage.
Right.
And then.
What you want people to know is 41 damage.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I just want people to know that I'm great. And then Drazad will be like, you could burn a little bit more too, and I'll bonus action heat metal.
Okay. And how much damage is he taking from that?
15.
Nice. Good roll.
Keep it cracking.
All right. As the flames lick at this creature, you see some of its the ice that was holding it in place beginning to melt as its joints begin to like sort of lurch once again. You hear that telltale creak of metal that is under too much stress and strain as it tries so mightily to break free of this whole
We're
monster.
superheating it and super cooling it.
Yeah.
Can I hide back there behind that thing?
Yeah, of course you
Get
can.
like a little bit of cover or something.
Like this?
From
Yeah,
his
I'll give
scary
you
little arm.
I'll give you 3/4 cover there.
Okay.
It's quite a lot.
That is a
Drazad
lot.
Luciana turns around and is like, "Oh shit, everyone's
That's
gone."
that is what you get for leaving us the last time.
No,
Flora,
stay right
it's
there.
your
Hit
go,
it.
and Luciana is on deck.
I am gonna use my bonus action teleport
Okay.
15 feet away from him because I know his range is 10. No.
Well, you were
sorry.
already out of 10.
I want to be.
She wants to be
Oh,
closer.
within 15 feet. I see.
of him.
Oh, so you're getting within 15.
That was
Yeah,
a
that's 15.
I
confusing
don't
way
wanna
to
be-
explain it.
I'm sorry. I did.
You're good.
I wanted to get close in, and then I was like, I don't want to be in his range.
So you're gonna be exactly 15 feet away.
I would
from
like
him.
to get
15 feet.
10 and a half feet
Yeah.
away from him.
And now I'm gonna do Thunder Wave,
All right.
Yeah.
He fails.
and I'm doing it all the way up.
All the way up.
all the way up.
He fails, you said?
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
it's a
auto
deck
fails.
save, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Or con. Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
get
gets
back
to roll
the
for
roll.
that.
Oh God, he's
Yeah, I get to roll something.
Sorry.
He failed his con save. with
16.
He fails.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
4,
I was worried about that with heat metal.
68.
Okay, roll him.
Nice.
68
damage.
thunder damage, Alex.
Is
You
he-
heard it.
Is he resistant? Because I'll only roll 3.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh.
Big number. Oh.
30.
30.
That's good roll.
30
As
points of thunder damage.
as you slap your hands together and the atmosphere seems to ripple and curl against your fingertips, the mithril giant takes all 30 points of that damage
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
and is nearly knocked over if it wasn't
Um,
being held
the-
so firmly in place.
The rocks aren't dancing anymore because I had to drop concentration to concentrate on Thunder Wave.
Hear me
Wait,
out.
no.
No.
Does it get
Didn't.
knocked prone?
It's not. I'm still concentrating, but I use my bonus.
Okay.
So I'm staying where I'm at.
All right.
Does it get prone?
So with heat metal, if a creature's holding or wearing the objects,
No. It doesn't start ripping off its mithril
It's-
plate if that's what you're asking.
it's-
no, if it doesn't drop the object, it has a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
It is not wearing the object.
That's what-
It is the object.
Yeah.
He's
That's-
pushed 10 feet away
Mainly what I was asking for.
Okay.
I don't know if you can.
from Thunder Wave. It
Yeah,
says
get wrecked.
I'm trying to think through all the things. It's just paralyzed. It just has 0 movement. So yeah,
Yeah,
it can
yeah.
move. That's fine.
Yeah, it says he takes thunder damage.
Is it
and
only
is
for
pushed-
certain sized creatures?
No.
No.
It should be, but that's fine.
I know.
Yeah.
I looked
That's
at
fair.
that because
Yeah.
I thought it should be too, but it doesn't say anything about it.
Think
I
about
was
it,
totally
like,
fine
what?
with
A
it.
potion? Slay.
A gargantuan creature fails and
Yeah.
save.
Yeah.
you hear it just like literally like a car peeling out around the corner being pushed, or maybe a big piece of furniture that
Yeah,
you're moving
the
across
floor.
your floor.
So I don't know if now Luciana would be within 10 feet still. Like, is
She
still
would be,
within
but
his range?
it's paralyzed, so I don't think Luciana cares.
Okay.
She is going to make her advantaged attacks and then probably get the fuck out.
Yeah, because
GTFO.
That's going to hit. That's going to hit,
3 crits.
and that's going to hit.
3 crits.
And one of them
Yeah.
has
Luciana?
sneak attack on it.
maybe we won't eat you for lunch.
Mm. Luciana's
Just
about
for
to
dinner.
Luciana's about to eat.
There's
Nom,
will
nom,
not
nom.
eat Luciana.
All of this is
Different
it's
species.
resistant to, so we'll ignore the crits.
That's them.
Okay. And just take like the flat.
Lord
Makes sense, man.
minds.
No, I get you. Hang on, I'll do the math. Takes 28, half to 14 from sneak attack.
Yeah.
So mark that down.
vegan.
I can write things
There's others
as you
not
say
either.
it, babe.
It seems like
It take from all of the other attacks that hit. A crit would be.
Give me your totals. and I'll keep-
I know. Each one is 10, so it's 30, and then it gets halved,
Okay.
so 15.
So that's a total of 29.
Got it. Okay. So as she begins to slice and dice this creature, she finds gaps in the mithril plating and shoves her blade into some of these gears. You see her using her scimitar like a crowbar, wrenching out some of these complex mechanisms before looking up at it as it creaks. You see her get a little spooked, like her hair stands up on end, and then she scurries away.
That's what I'm talking about, Luciana.
She does the cat
Chest
thing,
stab that thing.
where, like how Emily was describing their cats, and they get spooked, they lift their front
Yeah.
paws up, and they like walk away on their back legs. It's like one of my favorite things cats do.
Odd, it is your go, Valeth. You're on deck. I promise we're not going to go for too much later.
Yeah, I was gonna run in and start taking some shots at this thing.
Might as well.
Yeah. Does a 20,
Hungry.
24 hit?
That does. And it crits.
And does a 23 hit?
That does.
Okay.
And it crits.
So
the lowest thing we've rolled that hits, I think, is a 21. Because we've made it save on everything else. And I believe an 18 missed, so.
so that is. I gotta roll this again. It's 8 plus 7, 15, 20 points of damage on that first one.
Okay.
And then.
Is that total?
Critted.
Did you half it? Or
Yeah,
no?
half of that's thunder, if that matters.
Well, hang on, because it does matter. It's resistant to piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning.
Yep.
So how much of that was? 10 of that was.
Half of it, yeah.
Okay, so it takes 15 from that.
Okay. And then for the other attack, that's 11 plus 5, 16 points of regular damage.
Okay.
Slice.
So 8.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
Odd. You rush in and begin hacking at your disabled enemy here.
yeah, I'm thinking bonus action. I'm going to. Oh, wait. You're completely resistant to radiant damage, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so
Immune.
the extra damage from my
At last, it
from
doesn't
the
matter.
wings- yeah, it doesn't matter. I am going to step back and then I'm going to wink at the dragon again.
Okay.
Yes, that matters.
How far back?
Right out of like the
10-foot range?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
You weren't
Valeth, it is your go, and then the dragon.
If it ain't broke, do it again!
Might as well.
I'm gonna try to chromatic orbit. Brock. That 20, not that it matters.
Yeah, it crits anyway, but we'll take it.
I did it.
For a 20, or for a 30 total, because I
I
want to
think
say
if you
that.
just changed hold person so it wasn't an auto crit, I think it would be.
It's the paralyzed that does it.
I mean, really, it just
We
shuts
have to
down an
hit.
entire encounter.
We have to hit in order to auto crit though. And this thing does have a 20-something AC.
And you've hit on all of them, yeah.
No, I mean,
You have advantage to hit. So it's like so many stacking advantages. It becomes like a
lot.
slugfest.
24 points of cold damage.
Okay. It takes all of that as the ice once again reforms across its heated skin. You see some of that ice beginning to like hyper melt.
So you know that Fantastic Four, the first Fantastic Four movie, where he's like, "What happens whenever you superheat and super cool metal? It becomes like that's what we're doing."
Yeah.
And then the dragon's gonna end back there, but it's gonna fly in.
Okay.
Breath attack. It auto fails. 3 points of cold damage.
Hey.
And then it's gonna make its
The creature's bloodied now.
2 rends.
Jesus.
25
It's
on
just
the
getting the
first
bloody.
one,
Yeah.
and 21 on the second one.
Both hit.
So it'll be 9 plus whatever this is. This is already halved, so 9 plus 10, 19.
Okay.
Already halved.
Got it. 19 points of damage from the dragon as it once again retreats to its safe spot. We're going to see if the giant gets its... It does get its pulse back as you hear those clicks and whirs beginning to come back from the brink.
Can't believe I cried over a turtle.
It rolled an 18 to save.
I got a barbs in.
Yep, I figured you would. And that is a 17.
5.
That's... Oh, he's pouring.
I'm portant.
All right, cool.
He got a 5 on the roll.
Yeah, I mean the giant begins to spring to life and falls apart.
I was sitting on that one.
You
All
were
right.
sitting on that.
Cool.
For a while.
Drazad, it's your go. What would you like to do? Flora, you're on deck.
He's still.
Yeehaw.
He's still auto failing Dex.
I mean, you still have your advantage.
Oh, yeah,
for what
he's-
it's worth.
Yeah.
He's auto-failing everything.
Okay, great.
Except for
I am
con.
going to breath weapon him.
It's a line from where you are.
Line or cone, I can pop out. It's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
worried about it.
you're probably going to go right back, right?
I'll
move you here.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. He takes 13 lightning damage.
Okay. As your lightning cascades across the chamber, looking eerily like the veins of mithril that streak the rock walls, it strikes the mithril giant and courses through its body. You do see some of its components begin to flounder at the strain from that. It does take all 13 points of that damage.
Yeah, correct.
Do anything
I
else?
was worried he was gonna like supercharge. him. The last time we fought
No.
one of these
Oh,
things.
heat metal bonus action.
Got it. How much damage?
I will. Oh my god, I can't find. Sorry, I couldn't remember what dice.
That's okay.
8, 14.
Okay. Flora, it's your go. Luciana's on deck.
He's auto-failing Dex.
Yep.
Slay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit him with some more rocks.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Rock him.
Figure out what it is.
How much you think this thing's worth, Drazad?
If it's made of mithril, we should
Well, a lot
probably
of
try to
D8s
rip it
tonight.
apart.
For Beauty and Paint, thanks for stopping in. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Have a good
thank
night.
you.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
10 points of bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
Half to 5.
Yeah, and then I'm going to drop concentration to cast Call Lightning and concentrate. Well, I'm concentrating on the same thing. Sorry. Centered over him,
Okay.
so he'll get 4d10.
Nice. As the lightning strikes from seemingly nowhere, clouds forming within a cave feels an odd thing to observe, but it happens nonetheless.
6, 26
All this
points of
other
lightning.
stuff's not
Awesome.
odd at all.
Yeah. That
What'd
lightning
you say?
arcs through its
All this other
body.
stuff's not odd at all.
No.
As it continues to do nothing, Luciana's going to run in and start
Wait,
swinging.
lightning doesn't do any damage?
No,
It
the
does.
creature
They-
continues
he
to do
does.
nothing.
I was like, did I
Hit.
miss something?
Hit.
No, I think it's just
Hit.
radiant. And probably like poison or something.
It was how much damage last time, Morgan?
30? I think
30 half to 15
Oh, it was like
plus 4. It was
29.
29.
It was 29.
So it takes
Yeah.
another 29 points. Luciana goes right back to where she was.
I thought he was talking
Odd,
about
it's
my
your go.
turn, and I
Valath,
was
it's your
like,
go
I did
next.
not do that much
I'm gonna jump in and try and
damage,
hit
but
us some
you
more.
can take it.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
And another nat 20.
Yay!
How much of his is which?
This is 13 doubled.
No,
Yeah, because when I was...
damage types matter.
Oh, well. Then we'll do this one. So that is 5, 10, 20 thunder damage, and then 14 regular damage.
Okay,
half to 7,
so half to
27.
7, 27.
Yes.
Got it. All right, it is still up, but you see its parts are actually spilling out of its mithril carapace,
And then-
mithril exterior.
8 plus 5 regular damage, which is
13,
13.
half to 6.
to 6. Yep.
Got it. Okay.
Now jump back out.
Valoth, it's your
Aha.
go. You and the dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna firebolt it this time. For 23.
That'll hit.
And firebolt is 2d10.
Yes, Ira, lots of wasted rolls.
6 doubled to 12 fire damage.
Why did you not 20 not matter? You had disadvantage?
No,
Because
we
if
already
you hit,
crit,
you auto crit.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is still standing,
And then dragon's
but
gonna
you
do
add to the heat.
its breath. That is 7 cold on the breath weapon attack.
Okay.
29 on the first
That
attack.
hits.
21 on the second
That
attack.
hits.
So it is 9 plus whatever I roll. That is 19 again, already halved.
Okay. 19 points of damage
As
as
the
the dragon once
flies
again
in.
sinks its teeth in.
I did
It's
this
already
big
got
bitch
its
just standing
recharge
still.
back.
We're all just like blasting it.
It's the
with a
end of
bunch
its
stuff.
turn. Doesn't save.
blast.
Drazad, it's your go. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna lightning bolt him and heat metal. So he
Okay.
fails his dex save. 2d10. He takes 11 fire damage. He takes 11 that other damage, lightning damage.
As the creature has been tied down and then just pummeled with attacks, I'm gonna let all of you guys describe how you blow this thing
I'm
up.
in the back. I'm going, more! More!
Sam's cooling it down, and I'm like, heat and lightning.
Well, yeah, Valos like throwing an
fucking
orb, launching a
swirling
fireball, and the dragon's just flying up above, breathing cold and like rending it as
The dragon's like
swirling
diving
up
out of forest
above. Yeah,
clouds.
like, I'm like,
As the smoke begins to clear,
and Luciana goes,
you guys wait for a moment in silence as you wait to see if it's still there. And you just hear like a hubcap spinning on the road, and it is rubble. It is reduced to nothing.
yeah.
Spare parts only. The
Yeah.
mithril itself has been scorched at this point, and even your own hold person spell that was made of radiant magic has like faded and diminished, like it's been torn asunder. You all are now out of initiative, leaving you to your thoughts in this
You
very
thought we
empty
wouldn't
cavern.
finish.
And that is where we are going to end our session for tonight. Guys, thanks for
fun.
sticking with us on a longer than normal episode. I did have fun, even though my creature didn't get to do anything. If you want to know what it does, it is going to be in the homebrew pamphlet for the month. I promise it does really cool stuff. You're going to want this for your own games. But all that said, until next time, go out there and make some chaos. I'm going to pretend that I grabbed the keyboard and was able to hit the end screen.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
What's your health at, Sam?
full.
Oh.